And you now have free reign to go and explore the ruins of Berez. There's no longer, a guardian or a threat that is lurking in the mist there, with the exception of a few scarecrows probably that have been left over. But those are not, those are not really a threat to you guys. Uh, and I believe that's what you were going to do. Is you were going to go in and take a look in the ruins and see if there's anything of note here that might uh, help you out. Am I wrong in that?
Trying to remember. Yeah, I
I think that was the plan.
that was the plan. There wasn't anything specifically that we were gonna look for, but we were just gonna roam around the ruins, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Alrighty, alrighty.
And we're all rested, right?
Yeah, I think you guys are all long rested. I think we
After like
established that.
3 sessions.
Yeah. My spells were dwindling.
Let's find some music to put on here.
I gotta step away for 1 second. I'll be right back.
No problem.
Right.
Let's see, how does this one sound? No, I don't feel that much. There we go. We'll go for this one. Alrighty, let's throw on a little bit of background music. And are there any questions, concerns, or whatnot before we get started today? Are we all good to go?
Good to go.
I think this is one of the only weeks we haven't ended on a cliffhanger.
Yeah,
Right.
recently,
Yeah.
definitely.
Last week, you guys, there was no cliffhanger. It was like you were in the clear. You had to breathe for a little bit, and you had like you were coming in on a long rest. Now you get to sort of, hopefully march into Berez without too many problems.
See what we can do to fix that.
This is good that Brian's going
I'll
to be a little
find
bit
the
late today
problems.
because there's nothing to fight right off the bat. Let's move you in.
We'll find something. I'm sure.
I'm going to grab your token here, and we're going to say that you guys, after an hour or so of trying to cross the river again, you make your way into the ruins of Berez, soaked, muddied, probably some leeches hanging off of you. You probably have to kill another scarecrow when you make your way through the ruins itself towards the center of town. But I'm going to begin opening this up so that you can see what's going on here, because you're going to be able to get everywhere. I'm just going to open up the whole thing. We'll just take it kind of.
I just had a mental image of the scarecrows being like Invasion of the Body Snatchers, where they just point and scream at you.
That's what they were doing, basically, when you guys were in town. And then they would try to kill you. But mostly they were early warning systems. Alrighty. You make your way through some of the abandoned cottages. You've already kind of been amongst them already. They are these old cottages. They've long been abandoned. Most of them have fallen down. There's no roofs on them, and just these low stone walls kind of separating them. There's also a dirt road that comes in from the north here, and you guys it kind of twists like through the southern part of the ruins of Berez. So you kind of come down this way. You see the remains of the creeping hut kind of crashed, into the bog up ahead. You kill another scarecrow here that's in the ruins, but nothing comes to get you when you do so. Nothing doesn't seem to be drawing anything. Where do you want to go to first? We'll say that you check the cottages first, maybe since you came in this way. You don't find anything of value in any of them. It doesn't seem as if Baba Lysaga or her minions were using them, and they've been abandoned so long that anything of use has either been taken by other looters or sunk into the mire of the swamps. So you have, at this point, a couple places that you've been told about. You'd heard that there was a shrine somewhere here uh, to. 1 second, let me go to my notes. Yep. You'd heard that there's a shrine somewhere to Marina, who was this village girl that was one of Strahd's obsessions, who was murdered by Laszlo Ulrich and a local priest by the name of Brother Grigor. They killed her, and that's kind of what set Strahd off for him to make Berez the ruins that it is today. He flooded it and kind of murdered a bunch of people in response to them denying him one of his loves. Ulrich's Manor is here, and there is a goat pen that you guys have been told about that is right here. This sort of circular fenced area right next to the ruins of the manor. You see that there are a handful of goats in there, and I'll just kind of put a goat token so that you know, hey, that's what the goats are. There's also a graveyard over here and a churchyard. I say there's a small kind of ruined church and a graveyard behind it. And eventually, when you guys are kind of before you go any of these places, I'm assuming maybe you scout around a little bit, and you will see that there is over here, kind of hidden away, a little shrine. But you guys tell me like where you want to go first.
Where was the little shrine? I didn't see
It's
it.
way off to the left. You probably won't find that until after you've gone, because it's almost off the map. You see this here? Boop. Oh, hold on. I just realized I was on the wrong layer.
There it is. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And like I said, that it's kind of you have to be like right there to even see it. So you'll probably end up going through the church or the manor first if you guys are planning to kind of like explore every section of the ruins.
Can I
But
ask
you tell
the
me what
goat?
you're looking for.
Ask the goat how long it's been
You want to
there?
go up to the goat over here?
Yeah.
Animals are not very smart and don't have a great sense of time, but it's been here a while. Like she was raising goats here. They would, they would mate and produce others, and she was occasionally culling the herd, using them as sacrifices in her hut. This one's probably been here a couple of years. There's probably like 4 or 5, and they're various ages. Maybe there's a couple young ones too.
Should we let him go?
If you leave them here without anybody to take care of them and they're stuck in this pen, they'll probably either eat their way out at some point when they get hungry, or they'll die here if they can't get out because there's no one here tending them anymore.
Well, and yes, I think we should let them go.
All right. I'll open the gate.
Alrighty. You open the gate, and the goats probably just stand there looking at you, but eventually they'll come wandering out and probably just end up wandering off into the wilds, the forests of Barovia. There are actually 9 of them in here. You also notice that around the fence poles, spaced about 10 feet apart, there are skulls of humans, which means that there's a few dozen skulls here, meaning that Baba Saga was busy with other, people that wandered into the ruins over the years and left sort of warnings around her goats. But they are not magical, and there are no traps here to kind of keep people, out from the goats. Beyond the goats, there is the ruins of the mansion. It's built a little bit on higher ground, but it's been reduced mostly to piles of stone and kind of rotting timber. You see some arched windows as well, like in some of the walls that are still standing. And south of the ruin, there is a very untamed, an untamed garden that runs rampant, kind of surrounded by broken walls that are no longer able to contain it. But you haven't gone in there yet. Right now, you've just stopped here at the goats and and open the gate so that they can leave when they wish. Where now?
Is the druid interested in the garden, or should we head on?
The garden is obviously no longer tended, and it has just grown wild. Give it a few more, maybe another decade or so, and it'll just look like the forest around here. By the druid, I think you're talking about Fern, right? You're talking about
He's our
Jeff?
druid, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything in there I could use? Maybe in potions? Or my herbalism kit?
In the garden? You won't know unless you go and look.
I'll go and look.
Seems to be mostly like a garden that was meant not as like an herb garden, but more like a garden of like roses and trees and stuff like that, like for beauty rather than function. But if you want to go in and take a look, you can.
I'll take a look.
Alrighty. Everybody going with him, I assume?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sure.
probably a good idea to stick together.
Alrighty. You guys head into the garden. It's run wild. Most of it's hidden behind tall weeds and thorny vines. You find occasionally like nude sculptures of handsome men and beautiful women that have been carved beside stone benches that have, mostly been grown over by the untamed garden. As you guys are marching through the garden itself, you don't find anything useful for like potions or herbs or anything like that. But you do come across a couple of poisonous snakes. And I'm just going to roll randomly to see if you guys notice them. Actually, let's get a perception check from everybody. That's the best way to do this.
Can I take my passive?
Uh,
Oh,
what's your passive?
18.
Yeah, you can use that. What are everybody's passive? Are they on their character? They're on the token here, right? Or not the token, the in roll 20. It looks like a 12 for Lucky, 18 for Jareth. What's Nazoth's passive?
It's 14, but I rolled higher than my passive, so
Okay. Let me make it just a random check for Garrison. Oh, 9 for Garrison. There are a couple of snakes here. Gretchen, most of you guys see these like before they get the chance to do anything, but Riles, one of them takes a bite at you, and you just don't see it coming. It's like in the bushes, and you get too close.
ah,
Snap. AC 11 though. It snaps at you and hisses, but then you kind of move away from it, and they're not very quick, and they're not going to chase you in a group. It's just you got too close to these things when you're in the garden, and you can avoid them from this point on.
I call out, snakes, and it's not Jareth this time. It's a real snake.
Very big snake too. This snake was like, probably like 8 or 9 feet long, and like as round as like your arm.
No, no good, no good.
And you
I'm
just see it
hiding.
like slithering off like into the marsh.
I'm trying to. Is Giggles with us? I'm very close to Giggles.
Yes.
You run over to Giggles, who's running to the other side of the group.
Did some of them stay?
What's that?
Did some of the snakes stay?
No, they were startled by you guys coming through the garden. They snapped at Riles and then they slithered away.
I was going to talk to them, but all right.
You can follow them and talk to them if you want.
Ace.
What do you want to say to them?
We're friendly. We're just exploring the area. We won't hurt you. You won't hurt us.
All you get from them is one of them kind of hisses back at you, like, go away. And that's about it. Like, they're just unfriendly snakes.
Well, boo.
The jerks.
Yeah.
You woke us up from our sleep. This is our home.
Just it's like,
Stupid.
So, hey,
mostly that
Naz,
was hissing. That hiss was at Riles that almost stepped on it.
yes.
you want to split up maybe these lovely statues between the two of our places?
They're too big to take with you, unless you've got a bag of holding.
Well, like in the future, when we can, once we're able to properly set up everything.
Love how you think there's a future.
What do you think,
Of course
Naz?
there is. I'm going to be the. I think you got yourself a deal.
All right.
There's a few in the garden here. You could loot them at some point and drag them back to your respective homes that you've claimed here in Barovia. I'm sure that the windmill is great with a nude guy just standing outside the front door. Right next to the sign, right next to the sign for meat pies. Come in and have a meat pie.
Just throw one up on the balcony. That'll lure you in.
That might be perfect for Nazoth. Just a giant nude statue.
He
just
stands
like-
with his arms crossed, yet he's still pointing in the right direction.
That's the gardens that you guys have looked through. You realize there's not much in here except for like a couple of angry snakes. Then there is the ruins of the manor itself to the north of the gardens. Right now, you guys are. Oh yeah.
Shall we check out the ruins of the mansion?
Yes.
All right, let's take a look.
Away from the snakes, please.
Yeah, they're
Yes,
jerks,
please.
unfortunately. If you ever visit Lithium, I'll introduce
us
you to some
try.
lovely ones.
Thank you.
No, thanks. When you make your way up into the remains of the mansion, you find that there's actually a little bit of sort of furniture decor left in here, but it's all pretty wrecked. A lot of it's been exposed to the elements and is kind of falling apart. When you begin wandering the ruins of the manor itself, though, uh, let me see. Everybody roll a d20 for me real quick.
A random d20? This would be
Yeah.
great.
And maybe we'll find something
I'll roll
amazing
one.
inside.
You know, I'll leave Garrison out for it.
Oh, that's weird. 15.
15s and 4s.
15s and 4s. You know what? I will roll them for Garrison just for fun. Boop. 7. All right. Nazoth. As you guys are looking around the ruins here, Nazoth, you feel a chill behind you. The hairs on the back of your neck go up. When you turn around, there's a ghostly shape in the fog near you. It's the form of a giant of a man. His features kind of mutilated, and then you can see like his entrails are sort of hanging out like frayed ropes. Despite this sort of intimidating presence, though, the apparition has this sort of like it's like he's cringing away from you, like he's holding in his guts and looking kind of like frightened, and you hear like this echoing moan. Why do you invade my home? Be gone, I beseech you. The rest of you hear this at this point, but this thing is like right behind Nazoth. Nazoth, what do you do?
Nassau,
Is he transparent?
Yeah, he's semi-transparent. Looks like a ghost. Looks like a ghost who was like ripped almost in half with his entrails hanging out.
I slowly raise my hand and stick it through him.
uh, roll a hit. Actually, when you're just trying to like poke him, right?
Yeah.
All right. Roll a hit if you're trying to touch him.
Boy,
He kind of flinches back like he doesn't want to be touched. Yeah, it kind of flits away from you back through a wall, and you just hear its voice kind of from behind the ruins, just go, go, leave this cursed place.
Curses are my specialty, though.
Removing them or casting them.
Yeah, little column A, little column B.
You see a face kind of peer in like one of the windows. Can you remove the curse upon this place then?
I can. What's in it for me?
I have nothing. I am almost nothing.
Well, then you have to
All
ask
of
one of
my
these guys.
treasures stolen. My mana destroyed. My city in ruins.
Well, then you have to ask one of these guys. I only got 2 spell slots, and I ain't wasting it for nothing. Gareth, you're up.
What am I gonna do? I just have protection from evil and good.
This ghost just seems to despair.
if we're talking about removing curses, I might be able to help.
I mean, that's what I'm talking about. I have removed curse 2, but I'm not using it if he's not giving me anything.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna,
Can I
so
just-
why would I care?
detect magic first and try to figure out what the heck's going on?
Sure. You want to cast Detect Magic?
Yeah.
All right, mark off that spell slot. There is. You don't sense any magic around. Well, you sense maybe a vestige on him because ghosts, I think, can kind of they can become corporeal or incorporeal. So there's maybe a little bit of magic around him, but nothing in the ruins itself.
I think I need the object or the person that's been cursed. Does he know what exactly was cursed?
You ask him?
Yeah.
Oh,
Was the curse placed on you or a building, an object?
I am cursed. Cursed for the murder that I performed. I thought I was protecting my village, but I was wrong. The Lord of the land is all powerful, and he punished us for Marina. Poor Marina. This was not her fault. Not her fault at all. Perhaps you can help her. Maybe that will do something for us.
Marina. Why does that sound familiar?
Marina's the name of the girl that this you. Well, give me a history check, or it's kind of laid out here, but somebody else may want to like kind of pop in and say.
Yeah, definitely recognize that name. Maybe not.
Like I think I kind of remember, but I'll do the check anyway. Yeah.
This was told to you very recently, so the check is not very hard.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't even had to like make you roll this, but you can assume that this is probably the ghost of Ulrich, the burgomaster of Berez. You know that he and this priest conspired together to murder this woman, Marina, uh, who was Strahd's obsession at the time. And you know that most of Strahd's obsessions, like there's multiple women over time that he has uh, become obsessed with, and they all seem to resemble his first bride, Irina Poliana. Or I should
Oh,
say, the first woman that he fell in love with, who was his brother's bride, and then he killed his brother, and then Irina killed herself. And apparently, other women have shown up in Barovia that bear a strong resemblance to Irina, and every time that that's happened, Strahd has become obsessed with them if he's found them. And Marina was one of these. This happened a long time ago.
So she's not the Marina, she's just a Marina?
She's the Marina. She's not
She's
the
Marina.
arena.
She's not Irina.
wait, is Arena the daughter of the Burgermeister?
Arena's the original one,
Irina's the
right?
original one.
So
And Marina is the one from Berez.
No, here, let me go back to my notes here. Maybe I'm reading these wrong here.
well, I thought
So-
Tatiana was.
Tatiana was the original.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, okay.
all right. So here we go. I'm saying Irina because Irina is another person that you know looks like Tatiana. I'm getting the names mixed up. Marina looked like Tatiana, but Irina also looks like Tatiana. Irina is the daughter of the burgomaster from Barovia, who is missing, and you guys think might be hiding in Kresk
With her brother.
with her brother.
Okay.
Marina was a villager in Berez, like 100 years ago or something like that, who resembled Tatiana, who was Strahd's original obsession. She was the wife of his brother Sergei. He murdered Sergei. Tatiana threw herself from the castle and died. And Strahd has been obsessed with trying to apparently find a replacement for her ever since.
Which one?
Marina was one of those.
Which one had the connection to the elves that are here, that are stuck in that little area by the village?
That is 1 second. Connected to the elves. That's over in Vallaki. That's with
Yes.
the Vistani who are in the
Yeah.
camp outside of Vallaki. That person was 1 second. There's a million
Keep
names. in
hearing the
Vallaki, I
same
gotta find
story
the
in
right
different places.
one. Uh-huh. Alrighty. That was Patrina. I believe. Let me double check that.
So we just need a listing of all women whose names end in Ina, and we've got this.
Does that include the current brides?
Katrina Velikovna. Let me see if I can get you a list of all these ones that you guys have found. All right, one second. Strahd's obsessions. All based on Tatiana. Uh, One second. Petrina was actually a half elf, I believe. Uh,
Hello?
yeah, one second. I'm just writing down all these names and giving you reference. Alrighty. Actually, no, I think Petrina was a full elf, but she must have had a resemblance to him because she's another obsession. You don't know what Petrina looks like, but I will put her name down.
Didn't the remaining elf in the camp tell us what she looked like?
No. This is when you met him, and he mentioned Petrina. This was before you made this sort of connection that Strahd's wives or previous wives, a lot of them looked like Tatiana. But you've also met a few of his newer wives, and 3 of them don't resemble Tatiana at all. So it's possible that Petrina doesn't resemble them, being an elf. And then there is, you also know that Irina, the daughter of the burgomaster of Barovia, was adopted, and that she is not his true daughter. But you don't know like who her parents were. I think there is one more. Hold on a second. The last one was hold on a second. Was Sasha, one of Strahd's brides that you guys met briefly in the castle. She was the one that had the veil on, and you guys discovered that she was one of his first wives. And she was very, very quiet during the meeting that you guys had with him, the dinner meeting. And then halfway through the dinner, right when like the questions were kind of being posed to her, you guys were kind of playing that round robin sort of question and answer sort of thing, like say something about something nice about somebody. That thing when it got to her, Strahd pulled her away, and she never returned.
Did she ever say anything at all, or was she like mute?
Mute.
I don't remember.
She said a couple things, but nothing that I think was that really stood out.
Hmm.
She was very quiet, and I think she was sitting next to, I think she was sitting next to Garrison and maybe Nazoth, but I can't remember. All right, here is our list of obsessions. All right. There's Tatiana, the original. There's Marina, the village girl from here. There's Petrina Velikova, but you don't know what she looks like. You're not entirely certain if that obsession was more along the lines of these vampire brides or if Petrina resembled her too. There's Irina Goliana, who's the adopted daughter of the burgomaster of Barovia. She is, you believe, in Kresk, hiding in Kresk with with her, I guess, step brother or something like that. And then there's Sasha, whom you guys have met, Strahd's first vampire bride.
So many names.
Her brother, by the way,
Only
Irina's
kinda
brother
similar names.
is named Ismark. That.
And the ghost we're currently talking to is the burgomaster.
The burgomaster of Kresk.
The Brez.
Brez, sorry, Brez.
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 Oh, not Irina's adopted dad.
So
No,
this
he's
is
dead.
Marina's
You found his body
burgomaster.
back in Barovia.
Okay.
Barovia is another village. So the whole
Yeah.
valley is called Barovia, but there's also the village of Barovia.
Right.
So that confuses things.
Yes.
And Marina isn't the burgomaster's daughter here, right?
No, she was just a village girl that
Okay.
Strahd became obsessed with. And when the burgomaster and the priest found out about that, they thought that Strahd would murder her, turn her into one of these vampires or something like that, steal her soul away, so they killed her to protect her soul.
Lovely.
Sounds
And then
about right.
Strahd went ballistic on the whole town. So when you're talking to him about trying to end this curse on him, he begins telling you the story about that you've already heard about Marina and how Strahd had come to her and was seducing her in the village, and that she was falling under the sway of his powers, and that he and the town priest had no choice but to and no other option but to kill her to save her immortal soul. He also tells you that this is that Marina was not the first obsession of Strahd's, and he believes that Marina was the reborn soul of Strahd's first love, Tatiana. This is something you
So
guys,
many-
I don't know if you know this or not. Maybe you suspected it. This is the first person in Barovia, or the first being, he's dead, to tell you that straight up that he thinks that Tatiana is being sort of reborn in people.
Oh, okay.
So she could be Irina right now.
He doesn't know who Irina is. Do you say that to him? Or are you just saying that to the rest of the group? Who is Irina? The ghost says.
The current obsession.
Then she has been reborn again.
Looks like it.
Possibly.
Has she fallen into the clutches of Strahd?
She's hiding with her brother.
You must protect her. If you can bring her here, perhaps that will end our curse. Maybe something we can do. Our souls can protect her again.
You don't know if that'll be a good thing or a bad thing. Last time these guys decided to kill the person, so
Would you vow not to
I just
kill
gotta
her?
mention that.
Could we do a religion or insight check on that?
Well, religion won't tell you. You can roll both, but they'll be for different things.
Okay.
No, we will not kill her. That was a
Oh, jeez.
mistake. That is why we are cursed.
No, there's an obvious solution to all this. Why don't we just kill Strahd?
You cannot kill him.
Not yet.
Your religion check tells you that you think if this guy, like, if his ghost is satisfied that like her soul has survived somehow, like in Arena, like if he believes that like Arena is, Marina reborn, then that might satisfy his sort of connection to the world that's keeping him here. That might end this curse on him if he sees that she is alive.
Hmm.
Your insight checks are pretty bad, and you don't know what this guy is going to do when he sees her. But he claims that the reason he's cursed is because of his actions before.
Anyone else want to try to roll insight?
Not much better.
Oh man, it's still better. It's still better.
Group, I don't think this is a very insightful group.
That's off.
What a con man.
Nazoth, you think that I mean it makes sense to you.
Oh, okay. I'll ask him.
You guys trust Nazoth though? Jeez. If there's one person in your group that that you might not want to trust to think that this is the right thing to do, it might be Nazoth.
It's an excellent point.
Can I ask the ghost if
Oh,
the
that's great.
priest ghost is still lingering, or has he moved on?
I do not know. I cannot leave the ruins of my own manor house. I have seen very few souls, except for those that have wandered into these ruins. I've given them the same warning, but none of them have ever returned.
So there's a chance he could be in the church.
Perhaps.
All right. Well, I think the church is our next stop. What do you guys think?
Indeed. See if we can find any more answers.
All right.
Hoping our next stop would be those runes that were supposed to be the key to his immortality. The runes of
Oh, the Amber Temple.
Yeah.
Temple.
Yeah, Amber. That's fine if y'all want to help the innocent and the downtrodden, I suppose.
I don't think we're ready for
This
the Amber
whole,
Temple
this whole
yet.
land is broken. Anything we do to mend it, it's going to be helpful to us in the end. I think.
The last thing that this ghost will say to you is just
If you know where she is, if the spirit of Tatiana still lives, then you must protect it from him. Do better than we did.
If she is the reincarnated soul of this person, maybe we need to go to Kresk next.
the ghost has very little more to tell you unless you guys ask him some more specific questions. In fact, he's sort of fading away right now.
Yeah, let's head to
I
the
think
church.
we're heading to the church.
All right. You leave Ulrich's mansion and you head to the church. It's not very far away. But when you get there, you find that there's not much left of it, even less than there was of the mansion. Just the walls of the church have broken down. Most of them kind of collapsed inwards, and beyond it, like even like the fence that used to surround the cemetery is fallen to pieces, and a lot of the gravestones have sunken into the swamp itself, leaving only a few kind of half kind of emerging from the wet ground. In fact, you can see like bones and skulls because this place has been swamped for so long. Like the bodies have kind of risen to the surface and are just kind of disintegrating, out in the open at this point. You when you examine the church or maybe look around, you don't find any evidence of another ghost. So if the priest that conspired with Ulrich, if his death left a lingering spirit, is not here.
Is there anything of interest in the church?
No. Like I said, the church, the whole
No.
roof has fallen in. There's only bare walls left, and not even four of them. Like one of them has collapsed inwards entirely. It was a small building to begin with.
Yeah.
Oh, there is one thing. There's an old iron bell that is in the middle of the church that's fallen from a steeple that's half kind of immersed in the marsh, right in the center of the churchyard. You want to take
Like,
that and
like the big church bell.
yeah, a big church bell, an old iron church bell. You probably would take that and put it in the either in Durst Manor or the.
Does the embassy need a bell, Jareth?
Yeah, does the embassy need a
I
bell?
don't think so, but I don't think
you'll need like a cart and horses to move this thing. It's pretty big.
it doesn't deserve to be in
I
the
mean, if they're
swamp,
coming back
though.
for the statues anyway.
Can I tie a rope around it and we attempt to at least pull it out of the swamp? I don't think it should stay in there.
This whole area is swamp. You're going to drag
Yeah.
it pretty darn far.
And I don't think we're gonna save it from any rust damage at this point.
No. You could drag it out if you want, but it's like it's not religious. It's just a giant bell.
All right. Well, there's nothing
I think
here.
we can leave this, Jareth.
Yeah.
For now.
Let's go check out the thing over here.
Did we catch sight of that on our?
You know that there's one around here because somebody had mentioned it. I think what's her face had mentioned the Raven had mentioned it. The were ravens. They didn't know where it was. They knew that it was kind of off in this direction. And eventually, you guys find it. But let's get a perception check just to see how long this takes.
Alrighty.
And somebody can roll it with advantage. Someone that's good at it. Yeah, it doesn't take you too long. You know that there's something out here. And when you make your way out into the muck here, eventually you find kind of hidden in the fog and elevated just a few feet sort of above the surrounding marsh. There's like this raised little plot of land. It's only about 10 feet or so on the side, enclosed by a disintegrating iron fence. And in the center of this plot, there's a life-sized stone monument carved in the likeness of a kneeling peasant girl clutching a rose. Although the features of this are the same color as the stone, sort of gray and weather-worn, she bears a striking resemblance to Tatiana and to the image you guys have seen of Irina.
So that's
There's
gotta
also a message carved. There's an epitaph carved into the bottom of the monument. Just reads simply, Marina, taken by the mists. Right now, you guys are standing kind of like outside beyond the fence. You haven't gone onto the plot itself. You can see this just from the edge.
Should we get closer?
Sure.
All right. But you climb over the fence. There's not really like sort of a gate to kind of like push open here. And the fence itself is not very tall. I mean, there's probably an opening in it. You probably step through or whatnot. But the plot, like again, it's only like maybe 10 feet by 15 feet with this statue. As you step through, though, you guys see that that there's a burbling in the swamps kind of surrounding you, and then a hand comes out of like the marsh off to one side, and then you see another hand kind of come off another direction, and slowly a couple dozen bodies start pulling themselves up from the marsh around this monument. You guys find yourself surrounded by undead. Give me one
Oh,
second here,
boy.
and I'll bring another map. Let's use this one. Yep. Alrighty, here we go. I'm gonna bring you guys to a new map here. As soon as I grab your tokens. I think it was, who was it? Jareth and Gretchen. They were kind of climbing up into this thing to get a closer look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody else is kind of in like knee-high, like muck nearby. And let me put. All right, bring you guys to a new map here. You'll see yourselves kind of like in this marshy area, right near a little hill. I'm gonna put a little marker stone for where the statue is. Oh, I have a statue. I can throw there. Yeah, let's use this one. There's a little stone sort of pedestal under it, so I'll prop that in too. All right, and then I'll grab a bunch of zombies. That
We can get zombies.
zombies, all over zombies everywhere. I'll just duplicate a bunch of these.
Oh, jeez.
Zombies everywhere. Let's grab some. Switch them around. All coming up out of the muck. And let's roll initiative and let's see what you guys do.
Roll high.
Zombie horde. Alrighty. Sure, these guys are in little squares.
Well, that works.
Sorry.
Oh, this will be fun.
Where'd they go? Where'd my corpses go? Here they are. Going to be two different kinds of undead here. Some are just they are pulling themselves out of the swamp kind of slowly, and they look sort of bloated, like they've been, like they're like bog zombies. And then there's others who seem to be a little bit more intact and quicker on the move. They're going to be like these ones here, and I will throw them in too.
So the ones scratching their heads are the faster ones?
Yeah, the ones scratching their heads are the faster ones.
Okay.
That's
Brian with us? Do we have a garrison sighting?
is that 3 of them that are fast?
Yeah, 3 of them.
Okay.
They're pulling themselves out quicker, and they seem to be moving faster. They almost seem to be a little bit more like aware of what's going on. The other ones are just like kind of slower, and like they look bloated, and like they look older, almost like they've been in the bog a long time. Let me bring up Esmeralda too. Roll her twice? No, just once. Ooh, she's quick. Brian, are you logging in? We can't hear you. You might be triple muted. I'm gonna try to find your character so you'll be good to go. Where is Garrison? There he is. Alrighty. Esmeralda's the first to go. And let's see what she's gonna do. She's gonna pull out her weapons and say, "Do we fight them or just push through?"
The hell kind of question is that? We fight them.
Yeah.
They're just zombies.
She moves the closest one here. Slogging her way through. Everything in here, by the way, is difficult terrain, except for the solid land here. And I think she can go that far. It's only 15 feet. Yep. Comes in the rapier. 2 hits. Stabs this thing twice. Does not bring it down, though. 16 points. And then she... next round, she'll pull out her hand axe and be a little bit more ready to go. All right. Garrison is going to go. I saw your text there that you're driving. Still be another 30 minutes. I'm just going to have you move towards the closest one and punch it in the face. Or axe it. Or something. I'm going to axe it a question. Hacks this one down, and it falls. Doesn't seem to be very tough. Then moves to another one. Pretty close. And slashes again. And takes down another one. Gretchen's up.
All right. Let's try this. So yeah, turn undead.
All right. All the lesser ones just vanish into dust. They're very weak. And you're high enough level now that it just destroys them.
Yeah.
Damn.
So they're
Gretch.
less than half. Ooh. Don't get to use this often,
Well done,
which is
Gretch.
surprising.
Whoosh. They are all gone. They just turn to dust and and melt back into the swamp. However, as they do, it seems as if there's something inside of them that starts wriggling free. Remember I said they were sort of bloated and weird and like kind of they've been here for a while? Snakes spill out from some of these bodies. Swarms of snakes.
Oh.
Oh, that's gross. Okay.
Let me find my snake swarm.
So I got rid of undead just to bring out snake swarms.
Yes.
Well, let's see if I can
Okay.
tell him to piss off.
Alrighty. Let's bring in some snake swarms.
And were the other ones strong enough to just shrug that off entirely?
They're gonna have to make a save.
Okay.
Wait, what can you destroy? What's the challenge rating that you're up to? at this point?
1/2.
One half, yeah, they're too tough to die immediately, so I'm gonna have to make a save for them.
Okay.
But these other ones all bleh, they're just gone. About half of these bodies that are destroyed produce these snakes.
And they're not undead too, right?
The snakes?
They're not turned.
No, they're not undead. They seem to have been living in these corpses.
Ugh.
All right, there are 3 of these other ones, and you make saves. What's the DC?
15, I think. Yeah.
All right. And let me see if there's any sort of weird effect in this area. They will get advantage on their saves, so they're probably still going to fail. Let's see what happens. Their wisdom saves are straight up, and there are 3 of them.
Ooh,
What I roll?
1 made it.
1 made it. That's going to be the first one up here that Esmeralda just stabbed. The other 2 turn and flee. So I'll just give them sad faces. And Nazoth, I think. Well, Gretchen, unless you want to move, is your turn done, or do you have a little bit more you want to do?
I think that I'll leave it at that. I think taking down 15 zombies is good.
All right.
Show
One
off.
second, I think I just realized that.
It's a
There we go.
class feature.
Thanks,
All
Jeremy.
right, Nazoth
Crawford.
is up.
Oh, it's an old class feature.
Oh, okay.
What, turning undead?
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't come up like as much as you might think. It's kind of, in some situations, Not
It's
so
for
powerful.
situations like this.
yeah, this is a good situation for it. Nazoth, what you doing?
Just blasting some zombies. Specifically these 2.
All right. Blam, blam. You hit this guy twice. Does not bring him down, but he stumbles and then turns back after having been hit for damage. That undoes the turn effect. This guy's just he turns back to look at your group. He's been kind of blasted, a little bit damaged, but he's not dead. The other one's still running. Anything else for Nazoth?
No, where do I see how many Eldritch Blasts I get per turn?
It'll say count next to the Eldritch Blast. You won't get a third until
Oh.
11th level.
Because
You
it
should
says
be at
1
2 right
action.
now. Yeah, it's 1 action, but you get 2 blasts for that action, for
Okay.
casting the spell.
Yeah, I see it.
And it's not an action per blast. It's like it's sort of like Eldritch Blast is a little bit like the Warlock's version of like the fighter's attack, where fighters get they get 1 attack or 1 action, but they get 2 attacks per that action. If they're high enough level, or 3 or 4. Any movement or anything else with Nazoth?
Nope.
Alrighty. I think I just deleted these guys. Their initiative, I believe, was like 3 or something, wasn't it? I'm just gonna re-roll the snakes.
Because yeah, they're new creatures.
Poisonous snakes.
They were just taking naps, and now they're all.
There you go. They'll go.
They were 6 snakes in a trench coat. Is what they were.
Let me see what Esmeralda's bonus is. 4. I'm gonna have them go after Esmeralda. Snake swarms. 4 swarms of snakes. All right. Then we go to the zombies. One of them runs this way. Slog, slog, slog. It's basically over here at the edge of this map, kind of running off into the mist. The other one, though, turns and heads towards closest person, which is going to be Nichols.
No.
It'll actually move towards Garrison, I think. How fast do these things move? They don't move very fast. It's got to it's got to run to basically get there. So it slogs through with a dash up to Garrison, reaching for him, but it does not get an attack just yet. The other one will attack Esmeralda. And it seems, like I said, these guys are a bit quicker. They're almost like ghouls in a way. They grab and they claw and they bite. One of them. Nope, none of them hit. Esmeralda's AC is too high for them.
Hey.
Then we go to Jareth.
First thing I can do is just shout to the snakes, leave this sacred place. We have no beef with you unless you attack us.
You have destroyed our homes.
You hear 1,000 voices call out.
And we shall not destroy you if you leave.
We will eat you
Alright then.
and use you as our new homes.
Alright, well, first things first, bonus.
Warm and fleshy.
Spirit Totem, Bear. So everyone's going to take 12 temporary HP.
Bear. Stop bears. There's your little bear token.
Thank you.
Let me give you control of it, and I'll put a little 30-foot radius on this sector. It's 30 foot, right?
Yep. And Garrison, when you join us, you'll get that 12 as well. And Esmeralda gets it too.
Alrighty.
Okay. And then I'm going to cast at 3rd level the Moonbeam.
Okay.
And I'd like to do it on I'll leave this one.
Alrighty. It fills up. It gets like you can move this thing around when you need to.
Mhm.
It'll center on these squares, but it gets all 4 around it.
Oh, lovely. Okay. And then I think I'll just move more in on solid ground, and that'll be it.
Alrighty, let's go to Riles.
Can I crossbow the snakes?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. He's does panicking and firing at these snakes. Oh wait, these ones. These ones are closer.
Did you take your temporals?
Oh no, I
Yeah,
didn't.
everybody gets
Let me tap
12
that.
temporary hit points.
Thank you for reminding me.
All right, 15 is a hit. 9 points of
Yes.
damage. Your bolt flies into the mass of these snakes, kills a few of them.
Yeah. All right. Sweet. And then I move here between the meat shields. I mean humans, friends.
All right.
That's it for us.
All right, Esmeralda is up. She's going to keep fighting this zombie. Stab, stab, and then pulls out the hand axe and hacks it. Hits it 3 times and destroys this zombie. This one does not have snakes in it. It just dies. Whack, whack, whack. 1 down. And then she'll back up 15 feet towards your group. All right. After that, the snakes go. The snakes, because they're snakes, they have a swim speed. It means they can go through these swampy things pretty quick. And let's see, they are median. Yeah, they're the size they are. They just start coming in on people. Boop. This one here has to make a save, I believe.
DC 15.
Versus your moonbeam, right?
Yep. Con.
So con?
Con.
Fail. How much damage?
That's 22. Radiant damage.
Alrighty. Story is about half the snakes, but they keep coming. Go there. And let me put a little mark on this guy real quick. Who's that? You're close to a couple of these, Jared, so they're going to be able to get to you. Some others slink this way, over the tree, towards Gretchen. And then some come in on Garrison. Alrighty. Snakes are up. Looks like there might be 3 on Jareth over there. Do them first. First group on Jareth with AC 17
It's
and then an AC 12.
miss. First hits.
You take piercing damage from the first one, 5 points, and then what's the second? Ignore the 2. And then roll a Constitution saving throw versus the poison. You'll make the save, but you still take half as much damage. So half of that 12, 6 points.
Do I need to roll another con to keep up the moonbeam?
Yeah, because you took damage. Just one con though, not two for that attack. All right, you're good. There's one more attack on you. This one is kind of reduced. The chance to hit is the same, but the damage would be reduced because there's fewer of them. That's going to miss you, I believe, with a 14, right?
Nope, just hits.
Oh, all right, another 5 points of damage, and then roll into the Constitution saving throw versus the poison, and then another con check to hold your spell. All right, make both. So you'll take half the poison damage, so 8 points from that. So 5 and then 8, 13 total from that attack. Oh wait, no, hold on. This is the last one. So 2 points, and let me see if the poison damage is different. Nope, the poison damage is still the same. So 2 points piercing and 8 points, 10 points total.
From all the attacks? Or this one?
No, from that last one. The last one you took 10 points from.
Okay, so I already took 5, so I take another 5. Okay.
No, you took more than 5 from the first one.
No, this
You took
last
5
snake
piercing
that
from the first one and 6.
yeah, this last snake that it took, I already took the 5 off plus the other 5 that you just did. Correct? For the poison.
It should have been 2 and 8, so it's 10.
Yes.
Which is the same thing. You did 5 and 5.
Yes.
So it's still the same.
Okay.
All right. All right. Snake on Esmeralda. Ooh, that is going to hit. 3, and then also roll a con save for her. She fails. Takes the full 18. Loses her 12. And then loses another 6. One on Gretchen. Misses. And then it looks like there's 2 on Garrison. Neither of those hit. And I think that's all the snakes. And then Garrison is up. I'm assuming that Brian is still driving, so we'll just hack and slash. 2 hits, 12 and 8. So 20 points of damage to one of these guys. Hacks away a bunch of these snakes. Doesn't defeat any just yet, but messes them up. And let's put a little orange on that guy. And check all these other ones, and then we go to Gretchen.
All right. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do inflict wounds on the snakes in front of me.
Inflict wounds on the snakes in front of you. All right, roll the hit. There's a hit, 16 points of damage. You wreck some of these snakes. A bunch of them fall dead, but there's still a bunch coming.
Ugh.
Anything else?
That was my level spell. I think that's it.
All right, let's go to Nazoth.
Okay, you guys don't mind if I use your temporary health to, kill some things, do you?
No.
Does that mean we're going to lose the temporary health?
Esmeralda looks. Yeah, well, if he's going to fireball everybody, then yeah. I don't know what he's going to do.
I'm sure it's fine.
Actually, hold on.
I'd yell at Giggles to get out of there, though.
If you're using fire on dry land,
It's not fire. I don't have
Oh, okay.
fireball. Actually, you know
Is it
what?
like Arms of Hadar or something?
That's what, or Hunger of Hadar, but
Okay.
well,
no.
that makes everybody blind too.
Well, no, it's Arms of Hadar, but I'm not going to do that because there's just too many people in the way. If it was just Jareth, that'd be fine, but it's everybody.
We love you, Jared.
Yeah. If I move, is that one next to Esmeralda gonna opportunity me?
No, they don't have reach, so they can't make opportunity attacks.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna cast Spirit Shroud as a bonus action.
Alrighty. Let's use a little ghost face on you. And with
Then
Spirit Shroud, does that give you extra damage when you hit with Eldritch Blast?
Gives me a 1d8 every time I make an attack.
Does that count for ranged attacks, or is it just?
It's
Let's see.
within 10 feet of me.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as you got to be really close.
That's why I didn't. That's why I moved 10 feet away from this one.
Yeah.
And this one.
What level does it cast it at? Are you guys 7th yet?
Hmm.
Cast at 4th level,
I
which
can't-
means it'll do 2d8 extra damage. When you cast a spell using the spell of 4th level higher, the damage increases by 1d8. For every 2 slots, you have to cast it at 5th. Never mind. So it's a d8.
I was about to say it's only 1d8 on my sheet.
Yeah, I missed. I thought I missed the end of the sentence for every 2 levels after 3rd. So you have to cast it at 5th in order to get the 2d8.
First Eldritch Blast on the snake in front of Esmeralda.
That one misses. Second one. Blast into the swamp. But there's a bunch of snakes, and it's kind of hard to hit them in a group. The second one misses too.
Well, that's my turn. Very productive.
All right,
Well, you still
there's
have
one
the
zombie left,
shroud.
which will attack Garrison. Oh, well, it misses all 3 times, I believe. Because no, actually, the last one hits. Garrison's AC is 16. 4 points damage. Jareth is up.
Okay, so for my action, I'll move the moonbeam. There we go. That'll get both
Yeah,
of
if you move
them.
it there, you'll get 2 of them.
Okay, and then I will, as a bonus action, yeah, I'll cast Healing Word on myself.
All right. That's it for Jareth.
That's it.
All right, Riles, you're up. Snakes everywhere.
Fuck. Sorry.
You said they don't have a reach, right?
Yeah, they don't have reach.
So I can move down here?
Yeah. Wait, where'd you go?
I'm under the
yeah,
token. Hang on. Let me
Yeah, I see it. Let me move the token to the back, and then you'll be fine. Boop. And then the token can be here.
Okay, yeah, and I try to move. There. That's me. Oh wait, hand, that's nearest snake. Over here. That's it. Go for it, Riles.
All right. Riles is up.
Okay. Fireball.
You just gonna drop it on everybody?
No,
Let
I
me bring it
think
in.
I think I could just get these 3. I think that's my best.
Here, I'll drop it in here, and you can let me give you control over it, and that way you can drop it where you wish.
I didn't realize it was that big.
It's fireball.
It's so big.
Just
I mean,
yeah,
if you want to just
there you
hit
go.
3 and not kill Giggles,
I
you
think
can do
that's
that.
I think that's my best way without hurting anyone. But it's gonna be like flavor wise, it's like a Riles is just kind of reacting like, oh shit, fireball, like and running.
You just throw it out there and boom.
Yeah.
It was a good amount of damage too.
Does
That's a
it kill
lot of
them damage?
Let's see if they make their saving throws damage. I gotta roll. The ones that are in the water, this one is here is still in the water. And
I can't imagine they're that dexterous. They don't have any hands.
they don't, but the one that was submerged in the water will take half damage either way
Okay.
because it's in the water. But let's roll saves, and I'll start with this guy and go to the left. Ooh, they are dexterous. Let's see what happens. First one, second one, third. 2 of them make the save, and we'll take half damage. The first one here will take a quarter damage, so let's drop this to 17, and then half of 17 goes to 8. 8 to this one. Second guy makes the save and will take 17. That destroys this one here. One down. Even though it made the save, it didn't matter. And then the last one failed to save, takes 35 points of damage, and there's still a few of those snakes up.
Okay. That's it for us.
All right. Let's move the fireball over here in case you use it again. And Esmeralda's up and stabbing and hacking at snakes. Fumble, misses, and then hits once, and then her hand axe comes down, chopping into them for a little bit more. 18 points of damage. Hacking snakes. Alrighty. Still some of those up, and then the snakes go. This one is going to come over here. Let's see. There's 3 people who are close by. Jared's a little further away. I'm going to roll randomly. We'll say Esmeralda, Riles, Gretchen on a d6. We'll split that up by 2s. So 1 to 2 will be Esmeralda, 3, 4, Riles, etc. 1 to 2, it goes towards Esmeralda. The other one comes around the back of the statue towards Jareth. Oh, wait, it's got to roll a save or the Moonbeam first. And actually, the Moonbeam will kill it off. Even if it makes the save, there won't be enough left of them. The rest of them don't need to move anywhere, so I'll just make attacks. On Esmeralda, 2 of these guys. Both of them miss. On Gretchen, miss. On Garrison, miss. And miss. Wow, now I'm rolling terrible. Garrison is up. Hack. 2 more hits. 22 points of damage. Destroys one of them. Oops, why is it not? There we go. Then Gretchen's up.
All right. I guess I'll just use a Spirit Guardian.
Alrighty.
If I can find it.
Alright, Guardians are up. Stay where you are. Or do you want to move?
I'll stay just to. Yeah, this will be fine.
Alright, Nazoth's up.
All right, let's try this one more time. There we go.
Alright, which one are you aiming at?
The one in front of Gretchen.
Alrighty. Looks like 6
8
plus
damage.
2, 8. Alright. Still up. Keep going. And a fumble. Wow, lots of fumbles today. Anything else from Nazoth?
No, I'm good.
Alright. The zombie's still up. Maybe Garrison should have taken the zombie out last time, but he didn't. Claw, bite. Nope. And then we go to Jareth.
Okay, let's move the moonbeam.
Did the zombie take Spirit Guardian?
Yeah. Let me roll for that real quick. It's a con save, right? Or is it a wisdom save?
Wisdom. DC 15 wisdom.
For Spirit Guardians.
Yep.
Fail. Oh shit! That zombie's gone. Takes
Bye,
11 points and goes down. All right, now it's Jareth.
Alright, so what's the best place to put the moonbeam? They're all kind of separated. Yeah, I'll put it on this one, and then bonus action. Damn, I don't really have a good bonus action. I guess I'll just I'm gonna move over here on the edge.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe shout, Giggles, you might want to come over here. And that's it.
Giggles is evading. Like,
Yeah.
damn, they're just running away from snakes. So, like, they run over here next to you. That's it for Jareth?
Yeah.
All right, Riles is up.
The zombies are gone. Okay, I'm cross bolting that snake.
Fireball?
No fireball. No, not a fireball.
Which snake were you shooting?
This one.
All right. Shoot that one again. More snakes gone. Not all of them.
Good.
Is that for Riles?
That's it for Riles.
All right. Esmeralda keeps fighting, stabbing and stabbing and hacking and hacking. Hit, miss, and hit. So there we go. Hacking away at snakes slowly. You guys have now fought these enough that Garrison and Esmeralda and Riles, who've been shooting them with like kind of regular weapons, even though your weapons are magical, these things, because there's a bunch of them, they seem to be resistant to kind of just straight up physical weapons. Anything that's piercing, slashing, bludgeoning seems to do half damage. Spells, on the other hand, do full. And Esmeralda's kind of over there just kind of bitching about it right now. It's so hard to get them. There's so many of them. And then they start biting. Bite on Esmeralda, 1 and 2, both miss. Bite on Gretchen, well, AC 24.
Well, that hits.
2 piercing and then a Constitution saving throw to half the poison damage. And then you'll need to make another Constitution saving throw for the Spirit Guardians, I think. All right, so you'll take
There's
half
the con
damage from
save.
that, so there'll be a total of 10 points of damage.
And that'll take my temp, mostly. And then 2 con saves.
No, just one. Just one.
Oh, sorry.
It's combined damage. Do you have Warcaster? Because I think
rolled,
then you get
yeah,
to-
that's what I was thinking. Rolling with advantage.
You're good. Spell's still up. Last group of snakes will bite at Garrison. And miss with an 11. He's fending them off. And then Garrison will hack
What about the ones with the moonbeam?
back. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, actually, they all need to make saves for everything here. 2 for the moonbeam. Let's do that. 1 for the moonbeam here. We have fail, and it will take
11
11
radiant.
points of damage. And then it's going to make a wisdom saving throw for the Spirit Guardians. 2, 3. What's your DC?
15.
15.
15. One group will make them, one will not. Give me Spirit Guardians damage again.
1 second.
Kick their ass.
That's too far.
Thanks. Not
Oh my
for
god,
that.
that's not.
Not
rolled
enough
2
to kill
ones.
any of them, unfortunately. All right. And then that one with Garrison was done. Garrison's going to attack. I hate the way these spells work. We're like, on their turn they go. It's so much better if they just do the damage in your turn. The new Spirit Guardians, it works a lot better that way. Oh, Garrison's
shit.
going to hack these things to shreds. 13, which is actually dumbed down to 7. And then a crit for 15, which drops down to 8. Kills a few more snakes, but not all of them. And then we go to Gretchen.
All right. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do a Toll the Dead on the one right in front of me.
All right.
Nine damage.
Fails its save, and you destroy the rest of those.
Yes.
Anything else?
That'll do it.
All right, Nazoth. It's up.
All right. Eldritch blasts for everyone.
20 aiming at this time.
I'm just gonna keep shooting that one in front of Gretchen until it dies.
Oh, it's dead. Gretchen killed it.
Just
Oh.
got it.
Well then, this one then it's within 10 feet of me.
Alrighty. Actually, no, it's not. But if you move here, it will be.
It's 5 feet, and then it takes up to 5 foot.
You have to be within 10 feet, right?
Yeah.
That's here. Yeah, you have to be right behind Garrison. 10 feet from you is this.
Oh, we're measuring base to tip. All right. Okay.
Yeah, you don't get an extra 10. That hits. Give me the spirit damage, and then roll a second attack. One's not going to do it. 7. And then second attack. And that destroys it. 2 blasts. Those snakes are gone.
All right. Then you said this one's dead already?
No.
Oh, but that's the one I was aiming at.
You said the one next to Garrison. This
I
is
said
Garrison over here.
Gretchen.
Oh, Gretchen.
You
Oh.
meant-
No, the
meant
one on
Esmeralda.
Gretchen is here. That one's dead. This is Esmeralda over here. This is the one you were
Th-
aiming
This
at
one's
before.
dead. Okay.
This one's dead.
Never mind.
There's 2 on
Okay, I
Esmeralda.
know where I am now.
All right, the zombies are all gone at this point, and Jareth is up.
Okay, well, I'm going to leave the moonbeam where it is, and I'm going to see what would be the best thing to chuck at it. That's a plus, they're both +7, but this is better damage. Okay, I'm going to toss a produce flame at the one beside Esmeralda.
All righty. You have to roll a hit with that? I can't remember.
Yes. And hold on.
There's 2 next to Esmeralda. You shoot. Are you firing at the one that's in the moonbeam here, or the other one?
No, the one right beside her.
All right. That's that one, I guess. Roll a hit.
12
Oh,
enough?
12 will not hit. They're a little wiggly. Kind of hard to hit.
Damn. Alright. Bonus action. How's everybody doing on health?
Pretty
I
good.
think we're all good.
How's Esmeralda?
Esmeralda's the only one. She's at 76 out of 82.
Well, then I'm just gonna send her some healing word, and the word is gonna be nice. But I'm gonna roll the C's like S's because there's snakes beside her. Nice.
All right, 5 points to Esmeralda. Got it. Thank you, she says. And then it's Ryle's turn, I guess.
Crossbow to the snakes in the water.
All right. 6 points. Actually dumbed down a little bit to 3, but it does kill a few. They are not long for this world, and the spells are about to kick in right after Esmeralda. Probably wipe them out. Anything else for Riles?
No, that's it for us.
All right, Esmeralda goes. Hackety, hackety, hack. Wow, she sucks. Misses all of them. Just trying to stab into the water. Just can't find them. And then swarms go and have to make saves.
The 23
This one up
doesn't
here
hit?
is gonna die. Oh, sorry. I thought it was a 7. Oh, that will hit. Sorry. I saw 9, 7, and 12, and I misread the damage. That second one. All right. Still doesn't kill them. But the spells probably will. Let's get damage for Spirit Guardians and for Moonbeam, please. Moonbeam will kill this guy off.
Yeah.
And then Spirit Guardians. Let's roll a save. Fails that save, and the Spirit Guardians wipe out the other snakes.
Huzzah.
You guys have survived this strange encounter here. at Marina's shrine. Almost as if they were waiting for you or someone to approach the shrine. You guys look around, and now there's just a bunch of dead, burning bodies around you, floating in the marsh.
I
But
can
no more come at you.
use my staff to just start pushing those snakes in the water.
Okay. Yeah, there's a ton of them.
Get off this sacred memorial as I start pushing.
You have cleaned out the snakes, but when you go to investigate the little shrine here, this memorial, the marina, you go around, maybe look, examine it, see if there's anything like hidden about it or under it or around it, and unfortunately, you don't find anything here, other than that epitaph, the marina taken by the mists, written at the base. It's almost as if maybe this place was protected by these zombies and these snakes. Maybe Strahd left a little surprise for those that come here.
I think that
Always
means he
Strahd.
knows that we were here. I guess he always knows. He knows everything. Damn it.
Sounds like these I wish I had bless.
Maybe the next character, maybe the next version of Jareth. One thing you have confirmed, though, is the marina definitely looked like Tatiana / Sharina / what was the other one's name?
Patrina?
Patrina. Nope, not Patrina. I haven't seen
Sasha?
yet. Sasha.
Alright, should we...
You guys at this point have pretty much examined what there is or explored what there is to explore in Berez. You've confirmed a couple things. Fought off some undead, but it wasn't too much of a threat to you. We'll come back out to the Berez map. I'll just point out some things. You've been to the graveyard. You've been to the church. You've been to the ruins of the village itself. You've defeated Baba Lasaga's creeping hut. You've talked to Laszlo Ulrich in his mansion. He has suggested that if Irina, the most current obsession of Strahd's, is brought here, and if he can, gaze upon her and see that the spirit of Tatiana or Marina still lives, that might end his curse. Whether you guys care about doing this or not is up to you. Whether there's a benefit to doing this is unknown. But now you kind of know the full story of Berez. Now what?
Go to the temple.
Should I go further out?
Yeah, the full map.
Go to the full map.
So there's nothing else to see here? At Berez?
In Berez, no. You've gone everywhere there is to go in Berez.
Let's see.
Uh,
And have we found all of the gems for the Wizards of Wines?
No, there is still one that is missing. You guys don't know where that one is. At least I think there's still one that's missing.
we found the one in Yesterhill, and we found the one that belonged
Yeah,
to
that was
Baba
the one
Saga.
the most recent one that was taken. But you guys don't have any leads on, like where it might have gone.
Okay.
I'll go back and check my notes just to make sure that I'm not missing something there. But I think that's what you guys know.
You think we're powerful enough to actually take down the stuff at Argynvostolt now?
I think so.
Argynvostolt or the Ember Temple?
Argynvostolt, where we had to flee because I don't think we were strong enough.
Well, we needed something from the castle for it, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. But we have to light the beacon.
So I don't think we can
going back to
actually...
Argynvostolt is you'll probably encounter the Revenants again, and probably even the commander of Argynvostolt is giving you guys a lot of trouble. You guys also know by now that killing them is only temporary. They find new bodies and they come back.
Yeah, I'd say we don't bother with that. If we go to the, because it isn't that temple of, why do I keep forgetting the name?
The Amber Temple?
Amber.
Yeah, Amber.
It's just
Yeah,
to
it's on the
south
map
of
right
us.
here, just south of you guys.
It's the color of your energy.
If we go to the temple of Amber, because I believe didn't they say something about Strahd's immortality being linked there?
Strahd went there
That's where he got
at
it.
some point, and that's what the I forgot the guy from Argynvossil had told you that Strahd had gone to the Amber Temple and had gained power there by making deals with dark powers, with dark
The
entities.
lieutenant or whatever.
Yeah, and Strahd has told Garrison that there is power to be claimed at the Amber Temple. Kind of challenged Garrison. I'm not sure if Garrison has told everybody else this though.
Was I there in that part of the conversation?
I think you came in a little bit after that, but I can't remember.
Okay. But what wasn't the Amber Temple like the one place? Like obviously, every place we went to, everyone would say, "Don't go there," but this was the main one that they said, "Don't go unless you're super
Of
powerful."
the places that were
Yeah.
dangerous, like everybody's kind of told you. Yeah, well, not every place. I mean, they told you Oregon Vostel. They like that. They told you it was haunted, and it's like they didn't even know why you wanted to go there. But you've also heard from others, and not a lot of people know about the Amber Temple or even know of Strahd's connection there. Strahd is sort of like kind of thrown down the gauntlet to Garrison. He said, "If you really want power, go to the Amber Temple and prove yourself."
Well, that's where Strahd got his power too.
Yeah.
I made it back to my computer finally. So yeah, I mean that's definitely a place to go gain power in which we need.
I think we're ready to go. I mean, we've done everything else. I don't see how we could
Yeah.
Well,
we literally have nowhere else to go
we
except
can
It's not
check in.
entirely true. There
We
are
can-
3 other things that are going on, and actually maybe even 4 other things. You know that Vallaki might be in trouble because Izek has left town, leaving the burgomaster of Vallaki kind of at the whims of the Watchers, who you know are like cultists. And the I forgot, was the Mardukov, the guy that owns the Blue Water Tavern in Vallaki told you the things
Irwin?
had gotten darker there. Or is it Irwin?
Yeah, we were told that things are getting worse at Vallaki, and we haven't been back since
Yeah.
we just left it.
You left
But
and you've been
we're back.
avoiding it. It's been a few days, like 5-6 days or something, I think, since you've been there.
Been a while.
It's been a while. But the Baron, Baron Vargas, and his wife Lydia, they ruled that place because they had a group of guards that were led by Izek Strozny, this scary dude that you guys are kind of avoiding. But when you guys left town after that last battle, Izek has apparently left town to find you. And the Baron and the Baroness are no longer, they don't have him like as their strong man anymore. They just have a few guards. And Erwin Mardukov had told you that things would be getting darker there, and like they'd seen cloaked figures in the streets, and that the Baron has been hiding basically in his mansion. There's no more plans for uplifting events, and you guys know that Lady Fiona Watcher has always wanted to claim the position of mayor of Vallaki from him. She's from an old noble house as well, and you know that they're like, you kind of messed her up, destroyed half of her cult, but she ran off, and you don't know how many more there are, but it seems as if she has allies, or there is another group maybe working in Vallaki that threatens the Baron. Whether you care about that, I don't know. You guys have been avoiding Vallaki for good reason. Izek was after you, and you guys have kind of made a scene at the Blue Water Tavern, although Erwin has now said that you can return because you've done some good deeds. He's seen you guys risk your lives to fight Baba Lysaga. That's just one thing. Like, there's stuff happening in Vallaki. Another thing is you guys know that there is this that arena, this newest incarnation of Tatiana is hiding in Kresk, and you know that Strahd has been looking for her. Whether he finds her or not, he hasn't found her yet, as far as you know. But you haven't been back to Kresk in even longer than Vallaki. And the last time you were in Kresk, the abbot had just gotten the dress for Vasilka, his golem stand-in for a bride for Strahd, who was also, I should say, Vasilka was crafted also in the likeness of Tatiana. That's another one I should probably add to that list.
Well,
Yeah,
she's dead
and
though.
Strahd blatantly told us. Yeah, he
Yeah.
told us that that was gross, and he destroyed it and ruined
Oh.
the dress.
Yes, but that means he's been to Kresk, and that's where like Arena is hiding.
Yeah, we thought that she was gonna. I thought that the priest was sending
Basilka.
No,
Izilk to
Mm-mm.
the. Oh, I didn't.
He was
realize that
waiting for
was
Strahd to
coming.
come there.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not good. Yeah, and that's only two of the threads of the crosshairs that are happening here. We got werewolves that are stealing children.
Yeah. You know that the werewolves they have a lair somewhere north of Lake Baratok, which is where that's right here. You haven't tracked them down. That's another sort of loose thread. You haven't dealt with them in a while, although wolves attacked you on the old Svalich Road, a few days ago when you were on your way to the village of Barovia. But you haven't had an encounter with them yet, like since. So you do have a few other things that are going on. But the Amber Temple is kind of close. You guys know that you probably will need to go there at some point. I think that one of... Hold on a second. Let me check something else on my notes.
I know you said there's nothing in Argan's Vassal, and they're just going to continue to come for us. But that homie does have a +2 greatsword.
You have a +1 great axe. Or axe.
This only does damage to things that are made of plants. Like,
there is also a mention in your card readings about amber doors. You remember that? What you seek lies in a pile of treasure beyond a set of amber doors. This was a card of power and strength that Madame Eva had told you, like when she had done that reading for you guys a long time ago.
That's from our
I
first
think,
reading.
I think we said that was the Amber Temple, though.
Yeah. So there is another reason to go to the Amber Temple. That reading, I did want to point out that Strahd has kind of pointed Garrison in that direction, but you guys already had sort of a hint that something important is there.
And Garrison knows if he's to gain the power in which he needs to dethrone Strahd, it needs to come from there. So, but I'm not like necessarily rushing to that. So interesting things. I think it would be interesting to run into Izek and maybe try to convince him, whether after or before, that we go back there and tell him it's all fucked up and like you need to come back to maintain order because now there's cultists everywhere. I know he's trying to kill me, but I'm not a werewolf anymore, so I don't know if maybe we should. My bad. That was like a one-day thing. I was just trying it out.
He was also after Riles too.
Yeah, he'll always be after Riles. That's his thing.
Riles will do a joke
Riles
or a
can't.
dance.
Yeah, you're no longer a werewolf, but Riles is still Riles.
Yeah, I can't fix that, Rob. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to kill Izek because I feel like he's needed to keep the town secure unless we kill the cultists and Izek, and then our church just takes over.
Right.
You guys' silence was like you're excited for that plan.
Who, me?
No, everyone else is silent.
I just, I mean, if there's other things we can do, but look, the temple's right there. If y'all think we're ready for it, I think we are.
Yes, love it.
Nazoth, you've been told that there was power at the temple.
And riches
Yeah.
behind golden amber doors. By the way, Gretch, your 311 reference, I was laughing. I just, you couldn't hear me at the time.
The 311
Thank you,
reference?
thank you.
Did I miss it?
Yeah. It was the color of everyone's energy.
Yeah. Amber is the color.
Oh.
Thanks, Brian.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, now I get it.
I was laughing. So yeah, all right, let's
I'm
go.
afraid I still
Freaking
don't get it.
teamwork. All right, so
It's an old song.
311 made a song called Amber, and the chorus is "Amber is the color of your energy."
Mhm.
So
It was famous when I was a kid.
I saw them in concert.
Nice.
They played after Sublime. I didn't mean to watch that.
Oh.
You didn't mean to watch Sublime?
No,
Aren't they pretty much?
I meant to go see Sublime. 311. I only
I
knew
get
one
you.
song, and it was Amber.
That's like the only song that I know from them. So
That might be the only song that I know too, but like it was, wow, that's 23 years ago. I'd have to look it up. I have friends that were like big fans of 311, and I was just like, why? Like they were never like they're all right, I guess, but I was never a big fan of them. I think maybe I was annoyed with them by how much my other friends liked them.
Sounds
you like this, you like this
color of your
average
energy
band way
was
too
not
much.
Amber.
What's that? No, my energy.
Color of Rob's energy was pretty red that day.
311
so what
makes
are we
my
doing?
energy red.
I'm
We're gonna
worried.
go hit. Let's go to not Arkansas. Let's go to the Amber Temple and see if we get fucked up. I mean, our strategies usually get scared and run away, so like most likely that's what we'll do anyway. So
Yeah, I'm worried the
our
same thing's
options
gonna
are
happen.
Amber Temple, Valaki, or Kresk. Are we all Amber Temple?
I mean, if y'all want to go do all the other things and hope we get to level 8 before we go to Amber Temple, then maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But
thinking.
there's no guarantee.
I'm worried the same thing that
if we do
happened
them all,
Dragon
we
Balls
gotta hit.
happens.
That's
You're
true.
worried
The
that
Amber
what
gates aren't
happens?
going anywhere.
The same thing that happened at Agenvost is going to happen at the Amber Temple.
You mean that you're going to go there and get your asses kicked and then run away?
Yes. So that's why I'm thinking Kresk first to find Arena and her brother.
The prince is concerned about the Amber Temple. He senses fear in his eyes. Strahd doesn't bother him that much, but apparently the Amber Temple might be too much.
So I like the proximity to, but the
right
Amber
here.
gates aren't going anywhere. You know what I mean? There may or may not be a ticking time clock that could be getting worse in the situation at Kresk and in Valaki. Kresk is the most important one to stop Strahd getting what he wants, kind of, and just to making sure she's there. But like in a perfect world, we get to her. What the fuck do we do with her?
Yeah,
like, we're
that's what I
gonna
was
babysit her for the rest of the campaign? No. We're gonna stick her in the tower. She's not gonna want to do that alone. Didn't we try this once to like, hey, let's put you somewhere where like whatever, like,
Could we at least get the brother back to become the new Burgermeister in Barovia?
Well, that would. Well, that might just put Strahd's eyes on both of them.
Yeah, there's always the thing where we could accidentally lead Strahd to her. So, Valaki first,
all right,
then?
Amber Temple it is. This way we can kill Strahd.
sounds like the group. Let's get a vote real quick here, because it sounds like you guys are a little divided.
I just don't know what the right. It's not like there's a right and wrong, but like
There's no right and wrong.
Pressure-wise,
there is no right and wrong. There is only do.
what's closer? I don't have my map up. Valaki or Kresk?
Valaki.
Valaki's closer than Kresk.
All right, I vote
Valaki is right up the road.
Yeah.
Brian's vote's Valaki.
I'm with you.
Kresk. I don't want to go see Izek.
Izek's not in Valaki.
Oh, he's not in Valaki?
He's out.
No,
somewhere
he
trying
left
to find
Valaki
That's
to look
right.
for you guys.
Yeah, perfect.
Maybe we'll find him on the way.
I may disguise myself when we're there anyways.
Trust.
Are there a lot of hobbits? Halflings in Valaki?
No.
Yeah,
Not a lot.
that stilts to your...
Okay, well,
There are a lot of, but there are a few children.
I will disguise myself as a child. Curly-haired child.
That means no drinking.
Here, give me your one shoe.
Oh,
Children
should be drunk. That's
right.
All the children.
It's Barovia. I'm sure there's.
It's good for their
It's like
development.
France and
there's no
Italy.
water, so.
All right, are we okay with we're We're 2 Vallaki, 1 Kresk,
Let's just go to the Lackey.
3 Vallaki.
I'm Valaki as
Between
long
the
as I
two,
can
I was
disguise.
leaning Kresk, but I
Oh,
think we're
shit.
outvoted.
Do we need to have these like? Hold on. Do we
Well,
have like
no,
a
we're
vote
good.
off here?
It's
Is it Valaki?
well, only by 1. But
I-
what about what's her face? Esmeralda. What does she want to do, Rob? Oh,
She thinks we should just
Esmeralda
attack
wants to go
Strahd.
after Strahd, and she thinks that you guys going back to Valaki or Kresk is she doesn't see how that helps you get to Strahd. So her vote would be to like go to the Amber Temple.
And
Like, if
my
there's something there that
original
can help
vote
us
was Amber
defeat him.
Temple.
oh shit! Original vote.
It's just between Vallaki and Kresk, I choose Kresk.
You guys are going to Valaki because you're trying to like do a good deed. It sounds like. Kresk is to her. She considers that a wild goose chase. You guys are trying. Why are you going to Kresk? To find some girl to protect her? Like, no one's safe here in Barovia. To her, she's like, she doesn't think that that's worth your time, unless you have a plan to somehow. Well, what are you going to do when you find her? She'll ask. What are you going to do with this woman when you find her? This obsession with Strahd. Are you going to use her as some sort of bait?
No, of
Can
course.
you
could
protect
kill
her?
Kill her?
Did not work out so well for the burgomaster of Perez.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with her. That's why I don't want to go there either. I'm now being swayed to follow Esmeralda in her swift and accurate use of justice. I don't know, guys.
I vote
Some guys-
Amber Temple too. Personally, I
Hell
want to
yeah.
be
Amber
away from
Temple.
Spinning this
Izek.
baby
I want to
around.
go in. I've only used one spell slot
Maybe
so
Izek
far.
will be there looking for
Rob,
us.
can we make an
No.
illegal U-turn here? We're going back to the going.
You haven't got anywhere yet.
All right. Everyone, put your left hand out. We're making it 180.
180. You guys turn and you leave the ruins of Perez. You head south along the river.
Oh no.
This is great.
Do,
What a
do, do,
moment, guys.
do.
So
You know,
proud.
there's the Solenka Pass is a road down there. You haven't been that way. You don't know much about it. You know, there's a bridge near Luna Lake. It crosses the river, which will be probably easier than trying to cross here, which took you an hour last time, I think. You can go right down to the bridge. And let's go to Solenka Pass. Yeah, everybody roll a d20 for me.
Ooh, I hope there's trolls under the bridge. Slash.
Oh no, it's Izek.
Stop.
Wah, wah, wah.
He'll just be at the gates yelling for us. I know you're in there.
He'd be a great party member.
All right, what do we have here? An 18, 10, 6, 13, 18. All right. And let me roll more. Oop. For me, the DM roll. You make your way south along the riverbanks from Miraz. I think it's not super far. Maybe like a couple miles at the most. Yeah, it's about 2 miles before you guys find yourselves coming to the bridge itself, which the pass is the bridge is over. Let me see if I can give you a better description of this in just 1 second. In fact, I'm going to bring you guys to a new map because the bridge is its own sort of area. 1 second here while I'll reveal that. The river kind of cuts deep here, and you end up kind of climbing up the banks of it to reach the road that will allow you to cross the bridge itself. But the bridge is kind of imposing. Give me 1 second. This map was not quite quite where it needed to be. And let's see here. All right. You come up the road, eventually kind of climbing up to it, and it's like a couple 100 feet or so above the river at this point. I think by the time you reach the top, it's actually about 500 feet or so. Like the road and the bridge is about 500 feet above the water below. And there's a shelf of rock in which this mountain road kind of clings here. To your left right now, when you're coming down the road, is this to the left? Hold on a second. I'm going to bring you guys to the map. Maybe I can better explain this. How big are the squares? Squares are 10 feet, so it's going to be kind of a big map. Let me fix this real quick. It's not going to work. Hold on. I got to fix the scale of this because it's all off. Wait, no, that's not right. That's not going to fix it. Hold on a second. I can do it here. Try this. All right, almost there. 1 second. I had to adjust the size of everything. It was way off. Apparently getting to the Amber Temple is going to be a little bit more tricky than you thought. Because this bridge across from you looks kind of imposing. To the left here, the ground kind of falls away down down this way to the... Wait, hold on. This map is sideways, is it? Give me 1 second to look at the
No,
bigger
Rob,
map.
the very bottom, there's an S, unless that's the person who wrote it, or is that designating south?
They turned this whole thing a little bit sideways. So here, let me show you where the and I hate it when they do this. There's a marker here that will show you where north is, and it's turned on its side because somebody decided this was a good idea, and it's not.
Ah, well,
see
maybe. Well, does everything have to face north?
It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna use the cardinal directions here, and I'm gonna change this because I hate when they do this.
It seems like north would be on the other side.
Yeah, where south is.
Because we came from the north.
Is a good point. Hold on a second.
Yeah, so we'd be going from the bridge
Let me do
west
something real
to
quick.
east.
I'm gonna copy this map,
Yeah, we came
and I'm
from
gonna
this
try to
direction.
turn on its side and see what happens.
We came from this direction, and that direction's north, so this map is backwards anyway.
Yeah.
So if anybody needs to use the restroom or grab a drink or something like that, this would be the time to do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Rob's map OCD.
I hate this. It throws me off because I can't tell you like where things are, and it seems like something's really wrong here. Try this. And let's try. I actually had to do this for the abbot too, because that was turned sideways compared to like the rest of like the map, and it. I'm like, this makes no sense. Like I can't tell anybody where things are because it looks like they're in a different place. I think if I do this, it might fix it. It's going to make things worse in some ways, but fuck it.
Maybe it's orientated this way because the picture in the bottom left-hand corner would be weird as fuck if it wasn't.
It is. So look at that picture in the corner, but that also throws you off too because like that doesn't really show you like the whole bridge. Like that, there's something else here that is. So what you're looking at there. Okay, now I see what's going on here.
The gate is you're walking at the gate.
You guys have come in from a different
tower.
angle because you guys came down the river. This is what I need. I needed to turn it so that I could see what was going on in my head. So you're literally on the other side of that picture there, and I'll show you how this works in a second. Hold on one moment. I'm almost there.
Take your time.
Unfortunately, I did not realize this until just now, which is annoying. I'm like, why is this making no sense?
It makes sense if you don't think about it.
Right, but I can't do that because I'm thinking about it. I've already thought about it. It's too late.
There's some Harry Potter chessboard shit going on over here. One of the statues got blown up.
That's wizard's chess. No, nobody gets the joke.
Wizard chest? I heard it. I got it, but I'm focused on trying to figure something out. All right, I almost got this here. And then one more thing. All right. I think I've almost got this here. Okay, now I know why it was all off, because I'm going to bring you guys to this new map now. It's oriented differently, and I've hidden the illustration so it doesn't look weird. But you guys came down the river, right, from the north.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why it's kind of important to know what side of the river you are on. I thought that your characters were coming from here and going, because the way it was oriented, I thought you were coming from here and you'd have to go through this way. Normally, when you're coming to this map, you guys broke the game because you didn't come here down the road. You came down the river here. So you are between, you're on still on this side of the bridge, but you're on the other side of a gatehouse, which normally you would have to go through in order to get to this point. And there is a watchtower here that you guys have bypassed. That's why I need to kind of like set this in my head and find out like what is going on here. Why does this seem wrong? So you're looking at that gatehouse from
Tactical
back.
geniuses.
Tactical geniuses or just lucky bastards? Take your choice.
Elevation wise, the the wider part of the map, is it the same level as the road?
The white where? Hold on, which part can you point?
Yeah, the white. Is it the same?
This area here
Yeah.
is on. This is 500 feet above the water here.
Okay,
This is the same level as the road.
and then
So you guys have
around
come
us.
down this sort of path from the north. This goes up a hill to like maybe another few hundred feet, and then this goes up as well. Like you're in a pass right now.
Okay.
That's why it's called Solinka Pass.
All right. Well,
So yeah, you're like in a little bit of a valley where the river comes down and it goes under this bridge that normally you would have to kind of come from a different angle to get here. All right. So with that said, I can now tell you what you see from this side. All right. All right. So you will find yourselves coming out of the trees onto the road where the bridge meets the road. When you look back to the west, you can see that there is this is where the rock shelf is, and there's a portcullis over there with a tower, like a watchtower above that has these statues standing at the top. Uh, the guard tower itself is topped by golden statues of mighty warriors. But you have bypassed it. You find yourselves kind of like over here next to the bridge. And the bridge, when you look at it, is uh, at the pass here where the bridge crosses the river. At each end of the bridge, there's a 30-foot tall and a 30-foot wide stone arch. And atop each one of these are two statues of armored knights on horseback with lances that seem to be charging towards one another. The wind here is kind of coming through the pass, and you've climbed up. I guess you're high enough here and in a part of Barovia that is colder than some of the other areas. And there's a little bit of snow on the ground. And you can see the top of the mountains around you that there is heavier snow, and it's getting colder the higher you're going. The bridge, however, crosses, and it looks a little bit damaged, like across the bridge itself. There are some low walls that would normally prevent people from like falling off the edge, but you can see that there's like a crack on both sides where the bridge has been damaged. Still seems as if it's possibly sturdy enough to cross, but it is damaged.
Should we go back to the watchtower and clean it out with a surprise attack?
I don't think we need to.
there's weapons
I
in the
mean, we may
watchtower.
have missed something.
Yeah.
We can check it on our way back if we're not dead.
What if we're dying on the way back and then we have to deal with it?
You are leaving something behind you that is an unknown.
I'm gonna go check out the tower. You guys do what you want, and Garrison starts walking up towards the tower.
I'm
with
following
Garrison to
you.
Check out the tower.
Before we
Damn it.
keep
Alright.
moving, though, should I cast Pass Without Trace to give us some kind of advantage?
You're out in the open right now, so if anybody's watching, like you're not going to be able to sneak up.
Oh, okay.
There's nothing to hide behind here.
And there's no facing, so they kind of see us. Yeah, all right. Well, let's skip up the road. And I will lead our little cavalry just in case somebody shoots at us or something. When an appropriate time comes, my eyes probably aren't as good as the elven princes or whatever. Can we try to make some perception checks to see if there's like movement or light or any sign of like anything that is
Somebody's on
out of
watch?
the norm?
Sure. Yeah, I was just about to ask if you guys want to make perception checks. You can.
Maybe even look out for trip lines, guys.
Alrighty. As you guys close in on the gates here, and the watchtower itself, the guard tower has a door. It seems to be made of iron-bound wood. It's closed at the moment, and when you guys look forward, it's like you've now kind of moved closer. What you can see, again, the tower itself has got these golden statues on the top, but the gate. This is the gate here. So like, there's a this indicates what the top of the gate looks like, and atop the gate there are two strange statues that seem to be 1 second. They're topped by statues of what appear to be like humanoid like vultures that are posed as if like ready to pounce. And as Jareth and Garrison close in on this tower, the heads of those statues begin to turn your direction. I'm assuming that everybody else is not super far behind them. But if you are, let me know. Esmeralda would have been kind of up with them.
I place my
What about
hands on Garrison's
And-
shoulder and point at the statues.
All right. Looks like the grid is not active here, is it? Is it?
I think it is. Maybe not.
Oh, you know what it is here? Hold on a second. I can fix this too. It's set at a smaller grid point. Should be at 1.
Heads up, these might be rocky rocks.
All right.
It's
This
very
is
convenient because I was
weird.
going to throw a rock at the vultures and they just turned at us already, so that bang saved me in action.
All right. 2 seconds. The map is just a little bit off grid. I'll fix it. Okay. These statues seem to move. They turn towards you, and then they spread wings. And you realize they must be guardians. They're not statues at all. Or if they are, they're some sort of animated statue. Designed to kill.
Like the TV show Gargoyles.
Yeah, except vulture like gargoyles instead of like gargoyle like gargoyles.
Ooh.
Alrighty then.
Oh, critical initiative.
Nice, nice. Looks like everybody's in. I got to roll for
I rolled
Esmeralda.
a 1.
Nice.
I guess I was trying to get your attention, that you were focused and I was not.
Garrison's just too stupid to get through you. As you place your hand on his shoulder, you look at the side of his head, and you can see daylight through the other side.
Alrighty. Let's do this. It looks like Garrison's the first to go. Rolling a 20. What do you do? The top of the tower, I believe, is. Let's see, how tall is it?
Is your chicken?
The gatehouse is 30 feet high, which means that these things are about 30 feet tall. They're above the ground by 30 feet.
The gargoyles are 30 feet tall. Yo, we're fucked. Run.
No, they're about 10 feet tall, though.
Still fucked. All right. Garrison will run 25 feet to the door. That is strong, but am I stronger? Can I attempt to open it to maybe aid my friends in some cover from these flying beings?
Sure. You run to the door and you try to open it. The door itself is locked. You find when you get there. Give me an athletics check, though. You can bust it open.
All right.
I'm going to take an action to do so.
Fair. Athletics check. Flying drop kick as he runs at the door.
Oof. You bounce right off with your first attempt.
Angered, gets up and he headbutts the door.
All right, you got 2 attacks, so give it one more shot.
Oof.
That does it. Busts the door down, and you find yourself looking into the tower itself.
Hell yeah. Garrison's forehead is now bleeding. There's just blood coming down his face. He's like, come on! You'll be safer in here!
You've broken the door, unfortunately, so barring it again is going to be a little bit harder. You can kind of hear like a clang, clang, clang of like a bar that's been knocked off of some sort of, posts inside that was keeping this door closed. Across the way, you can see a cold hearth, and you can hear wind kind of coming down a chimney here. There's a stone staircase on the western wall, and a couple of windows that look out to the south and to the east. There you go. You can now see nothing in this room except for stairs that go up and windows. The tower itself is at least 2 or maybe 3 floors.
So Garrison, he's going to bonus action spell Shield of Faith upon himself, and he's gonna call out to like tell his party to get inside here so we don't get swooped up by these gargoyles. And he's gonna try to like be in a defensive position at the front gate so like they can run in behind him, kind of thing.
All right. Did you use all your movement to get there?
I have 5 feet left, so if I could get out of the way for them would be important.
Yeah, you're out. The door is large enough that they can get in from this side too.
Okay, cool.
Pretty big door. All right, Gretchen's up.
All right. Let's see. How far away am I? All right. So I'll pick up Giggles and we will rush inside.
All right. You run in and find yourself just inside the door. Esmeralda thinks this is a
Oh,
good
I can
idea.
move a
Anything
little
else?
bit
Any
further.
bonus actions?
That'll be it for now.
All right. Esmeralda goes next. She runs in as well. Ends up over here. Then we get to Riles.
Also gonna run, but let's see. Do I have the distance? 50 feet dash.
He's going for distance.
He's going for
Going for
speed.
speed.
He's all alone. He's all
Uh,
alone in his time with me.
I'm trying to see if I can long strider. But that's an action. No, okay. Yeah, I make a dash to the door, but I make it about here.
All right. Shorten the legs going. Pumping.
Pumping.
You're not going to make it. You're not going to make it, Riles.
I'm gonna make it.
Nazoth is up.
All right, I move 30 feet towards the door. And I am just going to shoot the gargoyles.
All righty. Which one? North or south?
It doesn't matter, I missed this one.
You get 2 shots.
14's not bad. You could have.
14's not bad, but it still does not hit. Ducks and it flies right over its head.
Yeah, I figured.
I thought you had it. I figured they were big targets.
Number 2 hits though, and does 11 points of
Oh,
damage.
this one.
Okay.
We don't still have those 12 hit
Screeches.
points, do we?
we
That's a
didn't
good
lose
question.
them.
I think that lasts until you take a.
A rest.
Let's see what it says.
Long
Does it have an
rest.
expiration?
Long rest or until you lose it. It's like almost all temporary, isn't it?
There's some that have a limitation.
Did we take a short rest on our way here?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Yeah, you should keep it.
Yeah, I think this is one of the ones that sticks around for a while.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about losing them.
Yeah, you guys still have them, so like these tokens should be correct. Nazoth, you've taken a couple shots. Any bonus actions? You hit once, cracks this thing a little bit, but does not kill it.
No,
All right.
No bonus action.
They go next. And they leap from their perches. As they do, one of them drops down. Let's see here. Flies down right over here. Can fly 60. Drops down 20. It's above the group, right above Nazoth by about 10 feet, just out of reach. and it screeches. Actually, put it like right here. Let's move it to the top so it's over Nazoth. Garrison and Riles, Nazoth, and Jareth will need to make a 14 Constitution saving throw or get stunned until the end of the Vrock's next turn.
Shit. Nice. Stunned, Rob. Good for you. You never get stunned.
Very few things have it.
Damn it.
And some things I don't like giving it to. But these guys, they're kind of known for it. Here comes your stun lightning bolt right in the head. And Riles fails it too.
And Naz. The only one that made it out was Jared.
Alrighty then. The second one comes down here and is going to take advantage of somebody being stunned. There are 3 of you. I'm going to roll 1d6. 1 to 2 is going to be Garrison. 3, 4 Riles. 5, 6 Nazoth. 1
Let's go, baby.
flies down. Only had to go to here. And since you're stunned, it grabs you with its claws. And then continues flying around the tower. How far was that it moved? Here it's about maybe 30 feet. You can go like another 15. And it's kind of over here with Garrison in its clutches. It can make 2 attacks, one with its beaks, one with its talons. It's using its talons to grab you, so it'll just try to beak at you with advantage, but not hit. Doesn't get through your armor. Can't crack your armor just yet.
Does that break stun?
Nope.
Nice. Oh, they are rocks. Wow, crazy.
Rocks. All right,
Rock,
they have both gone, and then Jareth is up. Bernie, there.
Yes. I'm going to cast Summon Fae.
All right. What's your Fae look like again?
It's normally a hag, but let me just see what type of D&D Fae.
Bavlorna.
It's listing a Fae as a unicorn. Can I have a unicorn?
A unicorn?
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, it's because of the Fae Wild. That's why.
I mean, it's all flavor at this point, but there it is. You should be able to move it around.
Okay.
What's the flavor of unicorn?
Candy.
No, the flavor is, because I have to choose one, is mirthful.
Mirthful?
Yeah. The Fae can force one creature it can see within 10 feet of it to make a wisdom saving throw against your spell save DC. Unless the save succeeds, the target is charmed by you and the Fae for a minute or until it takes damage. Alright.
How mirthful.
Yeah.
So it's yeah, how mirthful is it? It's a unicorn on cocaine. Cocaine unicorn.
Okay, so it is a speed.
Definition of mirth. Amusement, especially
Mirth, yeah.
as expressed in laughter.
Mm-hmm. It's a very happy unicorn.
How higher
Alright.
is this one up?
This one is only about 15 feet in the air. This one's about 10 feet in the air. I'll put little markers on.
I don't think it can reach then. Shit.
Can it fly or no?
it's a unicorn, not a Pegasus. So.
I don't see anything that
Pegasus.
says fly speed, so I'm gonna assume no.
Pegasus is not a creature.
Yeah, it would say if it had a fly speed.
Yeah.
It would tell you under
What
its
if he
movement
just-
speed 40.
I mean, he's got 90 feet of range. What if he just throws it on it?
Good. It'll fall out of the air though.
Yeah, it's on the back of it. Thing's 10 feet long.
Not gonna fly on it.
It's on coke. It's fine.
I don't think. Oh.
The unicorn does 2 lines, and he's like, "Throw me on it. I'll do it."
I
Go, Jared.
don't know if this works, but if I summon it on the thing, can I then use its bonus action to phase step to safety?
Sure.
Yeah, okay, so I'll summon it on the one.
So it appears in the air. It's about to fall, but then it can attack and face step back down to the ground.
Yeah, so I'll do it on the one that's.
And it can face step
15
in the
feet.
next round, like up in the air, assuming they're within 30 feet.
Okay. So I will attack the one
This
that's.
unicorn is on some flow.
What was it?
the one that's
This
close to
unicorn
me.
is on some flow. He's doing some shit right now.
It is. It's cocaine unicorn, man. It's like it's a very happy unicorn flying through the air. Even rainbow farts along the way.
Hang on, I've got to
That
go.
is a hit. Which one are you attacking again?
The one that's 15 feet, but I believe I need to attack again just to see if it's crit because it gets advantage.
Okay. Wait, I thought you were doing mirthful.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, just ignore that. So 24, 16 to hit.
Alrighty. That it. 16 damage. Got it.
Okay, and then it needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Alrighty. Spells and magics. Okay. Wisdom saving throw.
15
This
DC.
thing has advantage, so let's see what happens. Ah, it fails. What happens again? It's charmed?
It's charmed for me and the unicorn.
Alrighty. I'm going to put a little
Until it takes damage.
yeah, until it takes damage. Broken heart.
Alright, and then. So it's there. I'm going to move. Come on. Yeah, I'll move there. And that's where I'll have the unicorn phase step over here. That's it for me.
Oh, it already... Yeah, okay. So it appeared in the air, attacked, and then face stepped over there.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, sweet. Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's go for Garrison is stunned. We can skip you. We can go to Gretchen.
All right. Now let's see. I pet Giggles and then I run back outside. That's a great idea.
That costs an action.
To pet Giggles.
That's it. Giggles
Oh, I
is a
hope
free
not.
pet action.
All right, thank you. Let's go ahead and throw up Spirit Guardians.
All right.
That'll do it.
Alrighty. This one over here, because it's 15 feet up, I think is not
Oh,
within
it's
your
too
range.
far away.
You could, if you can move further, if you get between the two of them, or at least over here, then you could probably get both.
Okay, let's.
I think you can. You're only like 5 feet inside, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have the movement.
Okay. So I'll just move myself right between them.
All right. Gretchen is gone and brought up the Spirit Guardians again. Esmeralda goes. She's like, oh shit, I thought we were hiding in here. What's going on? She comes back to the door and sees that Garrison is like held by this thing. And let's see what she can do.
Have anything to unstun us, Esmeralda?
No, she does not. Let me roll something for her real quick. She doesn't have a good range attack normally, with the exception of magic missiles, so she's going to go for that. And she's going to aim at the one that's holding Garrison. She'll upcast that by 1. 4 magic missiles coming in. 17 points. Not bad, not bad. No bonus actions for her. We go to Riles.
I'm stunned, so I can't do anything, can I?
That's right. You're stunned for this round. Can't do nothing.
But you look
Is
good.
it just one round?
It's just 1 round. Until
thank
their end of their next turn, which is.
I'm stunned too, so it's just the gargoyles.
All right. The gargoyles. The guard rocks go. The one that is holding Garrison. Let me see. Is it to the end of their turn or is it to the beginning of their turn? Let me check. Until the end of the rock's next turn. Garrison's gonna go for a trip. This thing uses its movement to fly 30 feet this way. And then it drops Garrison.
Don't worry, guys.
Down
I'm
the
stunned.
cliff.
I won't feel it.
The fall is 500 feet.
Into water?
Unfortunately, water's about 150 feet away.
What if I flap my stunned arms?
Then you'll break them in 2 when you hit the ground.
Can you roll 500 d6?
No, it maxes out at 20. Luckily for you.
Oh, what? Rob, I thought you were able to
Falling maxes out at
instinct
20.
me. Oh,
I should have an extended fall thing there. I think that it should go to 40 personally.
well, crank it
Because
up.
nobody survives a 500
yeah,
foot
right.
fall,
Like,
except for you
yeah,
guys.
except Garrison. You're gonna roll half ones, and I'm gonna live.
73.
Watch this. Oh, I think I got it. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking know. Oh my god. Ah! I get up and damn you. But I'm stunned, so it's all good.
If you didn't have those temporary hit points, you'd be at 0.
Yeah, right.
You now become unstunned as you hit the ground.
Oh, nice.
The other one here, actually, this is the one that did the screech before, so it is not going to screech again. Instead, it flies kind of over you guys again, and as it does, its wings release this cloud of toxic spores. Everybody within 15 feet of this thing, which is maybe all of you and the unicorn and Riles.
It's still charmed though, right?
Constitution saving throws.
Did
So-
they make their saves for the Spirit Guardians?
They have not yet. I'll do that real quick.
But wouldn't it, if it's charmed, would it do anything that would
They failed
hurt
to
me?
save with the Spirit Guardians. So let's give me that damage.
It was 17.
17. All right.
I don't think they can hear me. Hello?
Let me know who failed to save.
Would it do that though because it's charmed? Would it want to hurt me?
It'll move this way and just hit everybody else.
Okay.
Let's see here. Yeah, it would, because your friend's it just got hit by Gretchen's spell.
Ah, damn.
That breaks the charm. So yeah, it'll hit everybody. Let's see here. Looks like Riles has got the poison effect. Anybody that fails this is infected by its spores. Looks like
What am I rolling?
Gretchen made it. Nazoth made it. It's a Constitution saving throw. I'll roll for Esmeralda too. Esmeralda failed. You'll have to roll for your cocaine unicorn too. And then it is going to fly up and out of this your spirit guardians. I'm going to put it at about 25 feet.
Sorry, what's the damage?
Oh, you made it. The DC's 14. Unicorn's okay.
No, I didn't know. I rolled 10.
I'll tell you, it comes up on your turn. It doesn't.
Oh, I
the
gotcha.
effect doesn't
Okay.
happen immediately.
Okay.
All right. And it's now your turn. And at the beginning of your turn, since you failed to save, you will take some poison damage. 3 points of poison damage. Which means you'll have to make a Constitution save to keep your cocaine unicorn going.
Should I take the poison condition?
No, it's not the poison condition. It just
okay.
gives it. Oh wait, no, it does. It is the poison condition. Yeah. And it does damage at the beginning of your turn if you've failed to save. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn, though.
Okay.
All right, your unicorn is still up. The Vrock is still within range of its ability to leap, but it's going to fall after making that leap and probably hit the ground again and take some damage.
Okay. So I'm going to. What's the best thing to toss at it? I'm gonna toss. Save a spell, so I'm gonna toss some fire at it.
All right. You heard some fire, but it does not hit it.
All right.
Banks in the air and dodges.
Now, can I get up there to attack this thing without hurting my unicorn? That's the question.
Not without hurting it, because it's going to fall. The only way you can get to it at this point is to use its
Summon.
face step thing, but it'll be 20 feet up.
Lovely. You know what? You can't win if you don't try. All right, he's gonna face step up to it and attack.
Okay. Go for it. Well, hit. Another 16 points of damage.
Yay! And be charmed again.
And then you need the unicorn, or whatever its name is, crashes.
Yep. Fall
And will
damage.
Take 2d6 damage from the fall.
Not Cokie Corn.
9 points.
Okay,
Cocaine unicorn.
that's it.
All right, Garrison, you are up. You're not stunned anymore. Those of you that were stunned before are no longer stunned.
Adrian! Garrison stands up 15 feet of his movement. I made a 12 con save, but I don't think I could make half of 7.
No, so your
I lost
shield
my spirit.
faith is gone
Yeah.
too.
That's okay. And he goes, wow, that fucking sucked. He's super angry, and he spends his action to give himself 30 lay on hand points.
Mm-hmm.
And then he gonna start climbing up this mountain. With the 15 feet that he has left, he just begins kind of sticking his boots in, and I'm coming. And he's gonna work his way back up.
You are probably going to be climbing for the rest of this combat.
Yeah, I got a plan.
Unfortunately, but you guys are doing damage to these things. The combat I don't think will take too long. Go to Gretchen.
Okay. So my spirit guardians aren't gonna work. They're too far up, right?
Yeah.
Let's try a guiding bolt.
All right. Which one are you aiming at?
The one by Esmeralda.
Okay.
Actually, is the one near Garrison above the cliff line? Or do I
Yeah,
need to
it's you can see it.
Okay.
It's probably 10 feet above you.
Let's try to change it. targets. Do a second level guiding bolt, and hopefully it hits this time.
That hit. Ooh, no, that
Nope.
misses. Sorry, 14 just misses.
No worries.
Flies by this thing. I just realized that they have special effects now.
Ooh. Oh, jeez.
You see that?
Nice.
No, I haven't seen that. This is cool.
I'm so
The magic one is stupid.
I missed it. Do it
Oh,
again.
ooh.
Oh,
No, that's
there we go.
that's cocaine unicorn.
It's cocaine unicorn. It's coming out of its ass. Most of them are not very good, unfortunately.
I don't-
Fire
that one's
looks
fantastic.
weird.
Yeah.
It's
Why is
great.
fire not
What do you
working?
mean? That's like some like Duke Nukem fire. Like,
You can make people bleed too, which is kind of fun. Oh,
Oh,
it's not working either.
That's like
oh,
Whoa!
that's great. Oh my god.
Oh, is it working?
It went both ways
I
for a
wasn't seeing it
second.
on mine for
It
some
was a
reason.
V. Bleeding out 2 ways.
Yeah, so if you get hit, you can bleed.
Wow.
So dramatic.
So ridiculous.
For some reason, it's not showing up on mine, but the other
Where's
ones, and you can
David?
Well, you,
you
can
can
see
do
it on
them
the stream.
as breath weapons. So you can do like a fiery breath weapon.
Yes.
That's
That looks good.
It's in the beta. I don't know. Do you guys get options to see them? There's a little lightning bolt or a little electricity thing for effects that's on the left-hand side under your menu.
Oh, I,
I
didn't
don't
see
have
that.
You don't see it? I think maybe
No.
only the GMs get it.
Nah, well, you
Boo.
deserve something. Syrup.
But you can now do like fireballs and stuff.
That's neat.
You mean you can?
Break the game. All right. Where were we? Gretchen just went and missed. Unfortunately, Esmeralda is up. These things are still flying, and she's going to stay here in the Spirit Guardians, and she's going to turn and throw more magic missiles at this thing. Because that worked well before. Mm, 60 more points.
Which one did she attack?
This one here.
Oh, damn. Okay.
The one that's more hurt. Alrighty. And then we go to Riles.
I forgot to ask this. How much damage was I supposed to take from the poison?
Oh, at the beginning of your turn, those were poisoned. That happens now. So
Okay.
you take 10 points of poison damage.
Okay.
Esmeralda also takes 5 points of poison damage. And I gotta roll another. Jareth, did you roll your con save at the end of that turn?
Mhm.
Get rid of the poison?
Oh, not to get rid of the poison, no.
Alright. Esmeralda got rid of hers. Alright, yours is now gone. Leaves you for one round. Riles, you took that 10 points, and make the save now, because otherwise we'll forget at the end of your turn. Let's see if it goes away.
Okay. No.
Yep, you still have it.
Okay. I'm going to dissonantly whisper things into these vultures' ears. I'm going for this one here for sure.
Which one?
This guy.
That guy. All right. Wisdom saving throw. It makes it save. These things have magic resistance. It manages to withstand it. It still takes half damage, though, right?
It might be a save or suck. Let's see. On a failed save. Yeah, it doesn't say. On a successful save. Oh yeah, half. And you don't move away.
All right, so it'll still do 6 points of damage.
That's something.
Yep. Staying where you are.
No, moving.
All right. All right. Looks like Nazoth is up.
All right. What's Hey, how far is Garrison from me?
500 feet.
Oh.
495 495.
495.
So a wee bit more than 60 feet. Okay, so
Yes. Do you walk over there and look?
no. I take back. Yeah, I was gonna polymorph him into something that could fly and get his ass up here, but that's only
Yeah,
60.
you would know that if he fell off the cliff, you'd probably think he's either dead or just way too far away for you to do anything about. Unless you've got dimension door, that might be the only way to get
I
to him.
don't. I have polymorph. I was going to use it, but not now. I'm going to light the one in front of us.
Alrighty. Oh, that was a lot of damage. Let's see if we can make the save. What is that? Is a con save. It's got a decent con, but it fails big time. Takes 44 points of damage and just collapses here. When it hits the ground, it bursts into bits of stone and gore, and little bits of like spores and stuff as well, as like there's mold all over this thing. And then it just ceases moving. It's dead. Destroyed. Defeated. Good job, Nazoth. Now what?
Well, I mean, he thinks Garrison's dead, so I guess. Oh, good job, boys. Combat's over.
There's still another one here.
Out of sight, out of mind.
It flies in just a little closer here. To 20 feet. Let's see. Yeah, it'll come close enough. Here, I gotta move it to the top. It was on Garrison.
Well, it wouldn't be on top of Garrison, would it? It'd be at the top.
No,
of the
it was.
cliff.
It's 500 feet up. It's 10 feet above you, so it flies this way, 20 feet. And when it gets to here, it lets out a screech. This one did not screech in the first round. Everybody's got to make that Constitution saving throw. Be stunned until the end of its next turn. Con save for Riles, for Esmeralda, Gretchen, Nazoth, Jareth.
Bless it, I always fail.
DC is 14. Roll for Esmeralda. She fails. 2. Nazoth failed. He's got the tell there. Jareth, you failed?
Yep.
10.
So did my Fae.
Well, when you're stunned, you lose concentration automatically because you're incapacitated, which means the unicorn
No, cocaine.
goes away. Riles made it this time, and so did Gretchen. So half your crew is okay, at least for the moment. This thing is still, it's about 20 feet above you. It's staying away from your nastiness, from Gretchen's nastiness. Nasty. Hey, nasty. All nasty. And it'll kind of end its turn, just moving back a little bit this way. Doop. Jareth, you were stunned, so we will go on to Garrison, who is climbing. Garrison, you're climbing this cliff. Cliffs of insanity. It's a good thing you have hands.
Right. I got extra fingers for better grip.
Yeah.
He's like cliffhanger.
It's kind of a sheer cliff. So give me an athletics check.
He's just too athletic for this. This is his moment.
You're still climbing so far.
That's right.
You can move your half your distance. So if you're dashing, you're up at what, like 45 feet now? 35 feet?
Give me an extra 10. Damn. Oh, okay.
Well, I thought you said
30.
you had climbed 15 feet.
Well, I had 15 feet, but half of 15 is 7, which is 5, so I only made it 5 feet up.
Oh, yeah, because you had to stand up.
So now I'm at 35.
35 feet.
Aha!
Hang on, guys. He's almost here.
Don't worry! Chosen one, I'm coming!
Out of 500. Was that it?
Yep.
Out of 500.
Okay.
Alrighty, let's go to Gretchen. Good movie.
myself. Let's use Guiding Bolt again.
All right.
Try to hit it. There we go.
That is a hit. 17 points of damage. It's glowing. I don't know if anybody else is going to be able to take advantage of this. We'll put a little blue on it. Anything else from Gretchen?
Nope, that'll do it.
Esmeralda's stunned. Riles is not stunned. Riles is up.
Do I think my crossbow will not do anything because they're stone?
No, your crossbow's magical. You think that could probably take down Strahd.
Ha! I like that. Oh,
But
no,
you gotta hit with
fires.
it.
Yeah, you gotta. The problem is you gotta aim it.
You doubted yourself for a moment, and your crossbow goes wide. Just does not hit it at all.
That's not the confidence of our
Doesn't
sniper.
Guiding Bolt give...
Gives
Oh, it does.
advantage.
Roll the hit again. Roll the hit again.
Oh!
Go sniper.
Oh, and it's max damage. 12 points.
Let's go!
Right into this thing. You hit this thing and piss it off. Riles, good job. Anything else?
Run.
All right.
They have been trying to avoid the Spirit Guardian area.
Oh, never mind. Run behind myself.
Roll a wisdom check there, Riles.
Okay, that's fair. No.
I think you ran out of the Spirit Guardians.
He's out.
Why not run
Right
towards
away.
the tower?
Because he just ran away from the thing.
Riles, it's okay.
Gretchen's like, no,
Gotta be
they're
the
avoiding
coward.
the Spirit Guardians, Riles, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, so now
you
he's,
find yourself out in the
Well,
open.
he's trying to run back now, but
Turn around and you see this thing come swooping down at you. Because Azoth would have gone next, but he's just like, blah, 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 blah. And then this thing, seeing somebody outside of the Spirit Guardians, yes, indeedy, it does fly. Who are you? Comes to here and tries to grab you, Riles. Give me an athletics or an acrobatics check versus a 18.
Do it. Come on.
I have Revivify.
Ah, you make it.
Yeah, I do.
For me.
I'm so acrobatic.
Let me check something else for this guy. Nope. He misses you with his talons, trying to grab you, and then just tries to bite at you with his beak. AC 22 for 10 points of damage.
That doesn't hit. Okay.
He had flown, I think, 20 feet to here, and then he ends up flying back again. He drops down to get you, but he's got 60 feet flight, so he ends up kind of flying back up, like over here.
Yeah, run, coward.
It just seems like he's banking around for maybe another shot at you.
Riles is running right back to the yellow circle.
The sun goes away and Jareth is up.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Summon Beast.
Alrighty.
And I'm gonna
Flying
bring in,
beast?
yeah. What's a flying beast that's native to this area?
Bat.
Rocks. A giant bat? You want like a giant bat?
Sure.
Or a vulture? Giant vulture?
Okay.
What about a unicorn on coke?
I saw one of those around here.
I'll
think
take
he
the
was a
vulture. Okay.
There he is. And you're sending him, I'm assuming, over at this guy.
Yep. He's got a fly speed of 60.
And they get flyby, the air ones do, so we can come in and attack and then fly back.
And it
If
doesn't
you
provoke
spirit
either.
guardians If you want. Yeah, that's the flyby.
That's awesome. Okay. Right. Alright, so we'll make the attack. That is the beast attack.
Go for it. Hit. Damages a little bit, kind of rips into its stone. Seems to be maybe a little. Wait, are you a shepherd druid
Yes.
or a land druid? So I think your summoned things now do magical damage, don't they?
That would be under features and traits, right?
Yeah, I don't remember what level
Mighty
it's
Summoner. Any of his summons runes, I think, become magical attacks. It should be called Mighty Summoner.
Any beast or fey you conjure with more HP than normal, and the damage from its natural weapons it considers magical for the purpose of overcoming immunity and resistance.
You have that now, right? I think that kicked
Yes.
in at like 6th or something.
Yep,
Yeah.
I've got
All right,
it.
so yeah, it does full damage against this thing.
Sweet.
All right.
And then
All right.
bonus. Anybody?
And then I'm assuming you're gonna have it fly back into the Spirit Guardians.
Yeah. And
Ooh,
then
there is only one problem with that. When Gretchen cast the spell, this thing wasn't part of it.
oh. Well then, just fly away from it.
All right, you should be able to move. I think I gave you control. You can move it to where you want.
Okay.
And then that's it, right?
No. I've got
summon
bonus
and
action. Riles, how you doing on health?
I'm doing all right.
What about Esmeralda?
She's okay.
And I can't see Garrison yet.
Only one that's...
Yeah, that's it for me.
All right. Let's go for Garrison still climbs. Roll another athletics check. You're climbing. You're up another 30 feet. You now see that vulture has joined the battle above. Bits of stone and debris are kind of landing on your head. You're still climbing.
That's a deep cut. If you get that, inspiration.
What was that?
I said, if anybody gets that, I'll give you my inspiration.
I didn't hear what you said. I think I cut you off. I missed it. I wanted.
No, he was climbing. I started. While he's climbing, I started singing Snake Eater.
Oh, I don't think I know that one.
Uh,
All right, Esmeralda is up. She's going to throw more magic missiles. It's the only ranged attack she's
Metal
got.
Gear.
That's
I've got
worth
a
it, damn.
quick question. Sorry, what did we say for the Mighty Summoner and how many HP for hit dice? How many hit dice was it we were saying?
The hit dice is the level of the spell. I
It's
think
the
is what we
level
said.
of the spell. Okay.
Yeah.
For 6 or something for you, I think is what we were.
Well, Summon Beast, he was only casting it second, so I think it's six hit
Okay,
points,
so
right?
just
Or is it 2 or
4.
it's either 4?
I think it's 2 per. Yes.
It's 2 per level. Okay, I'm gonna make sure to put a note on that.
All right, Esmeralda's going to throw some more missiles. We're going to drop this to a first level spell, not using up all of her second. 13 points to this thing.
Girl.
Riles is up. Esmeralda's like, get back in here!
Yeah, I'm running. Run back and fire.
Hit 8 points. Slowing this thing down.
That's,
Nazoth, your turn. Unless there's something else from Riles.
No, that was all.
Sure you want to step out here, Nazoth?
I'm sure. 'Cause I am going to finish this thing.
Hit. 14. It's messed up. And another solid hit. And you blast it out of the sky. And it falls.
Does it fall on me? Do I die?
I'm going to roll a d20, and if I roll a 1 or a 2, it might land on...
Oh, come on.
might
You can
land
do
on
it,
you.
Rob. I believe in you.
Ah, no, it misses you completely.
Shit.
I should have rolled to hit you with it.
Yeah, that would be great.
See, it's falling,
Barovia rolls to hit.
it-
It crits.
and it gains some strength for a moment, and it grabs Garrison and brings him back up, and then dies.
No, it doesn't. It falls, crashes to the ground, and breaks into a million pieces. And this battle is over.
Sounds right.
Garrison laughs and says, "Ha! I could have taken that fall, and you can't. Stupid stone bird." Climbs another 30 feet.
Eventually,
Now we long-
Garrison will get to the top, and I think the beast can be sent down to kind of grab you and drag you back up, and we can stop this craziness. All right, and maybe this is a good point to the top of the cliff. You guys used a little bit of resources here against these guardians, and there's this tower that you haven't fully investigated yet, but nothing else jumps out to attack you right now. So maybe this is a good spot to hold off, just as Garrison is pulled up to the road here, and you guys stand outside this tower.
And if we
You
had
can
just went across the bridge.
We never would have found out the stuff in the sweet tower, or cleared out a good
Yeah.
long rest spot.
There is that too. And you guys now know that if you had come back this way, like hurt,
Yeah,
Garrison
that's
is right.
fair.
There was something here that could have fucked you up. And if you guys were really hurt and low on resources, this could have been a much different fight.
Yeah, in the meta, I was worried of us running away from a battle that was worse and then getting caught into this. So I figured, why not just deal with what's here and go up? Great though, guys. Sorry I was late, but awesome session. I'm a little bit bummed I missed, like, there was like a kind of a lore dump. Like, oh, I like turned up my headphones here, and now you know everything that happened in Barovia. And I was like, oh fuck. Like,
No, what you really missed was just we were talking about the different obsessions of Strahd, and there's a list of them there.
yeah, I saw that you posted. So yeah,
So that was, I think, what you kind of missed. I think.
so it was, yeah, I caught most of the session because I had my headphones on. But it's like, what are the chances I missed the one where Rob's like, and now you know everything about Barovia. Alrighty, guys, have a great night. Thank you again, Rob.
Wait, hold on one moment. Checking something. Right before you guys go, I'm gonna double check something.
Are you checking what I think you're checking?
If you think I'm checking levels, yes.
Yeah.
When did you guys level to 7?
A month ago?
Oh, ages
This
and
was
ages
before?
ago.
It's been a few weeks. Which was after Strahd, after we left the castle. Right?
Yeah, I
so.
think-
Everyone leveled up to 6th, whereas normally you slapping it. We're 7th now. How come I don't see that? Damn.
Wasn't it after
I'm
we
trying to
left the
find it
village of
myself,
Barovia?
right?
Well, after we left the castle, right?
Yeah.
So it was a while ago. It was like 3 months ago that you guys went to 6th. And now I'm looking for, maybe I didn't make a note of it.
Well, we're
Does anybody else
7
find
right
it?
now.
Yes,
Yeah.
you should be. Let's level up to 8.
Hey.
Rob,
Right.
make a note of it, Rob. Put it in the chat.
All right, I'm gonna do that right now.
It's funny. I wouldn't.
I think I'm gonna pin it too, so that I remember this time.
Well, I just went to the find feature and
And it
typed
didn't
in,
show
like,
up, yeah.
level. Well, level 6 is there, but yeah, there isn't.
Everyone, advance to level 8, and I'll pin it this time so we can just look.
Hell yeah! Now I can multi-class into wizard.
There we go. Now
Yeah.
it's pinned too, so we'll just look in the
Not
pins
monk.
and see it.
No, only classes with high intelligence, because that's what I have.
Gotcha.
Remember to go when you're doing your thing to do it under legacy, because that's what we're using, I believe. Unless
Right, yeah. Some of the new spells are showing up, kind of being snuck in there. So
Yeah.
beware.
It does say like legacy next to the spells that we can pick, though. Like it's like legacy.
Yeah, those are the ones you have to choose. But like, because the
Some
new
aren't showing up as
default is
legacy.
not legacy, that's why it gets kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a spell on my character sheet, Rob. I don't know if since you were using it, did you see? It's called Dark Flare. It's a cantrip. I have no idea what the fuck it is. It's been on my sheet since I've created. This
I think
I've
that
got
is a
Venom.
it's a homebrew thing from somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know where. I don't know how it got there. We're not using.
I don't either. It wasn't one of mine. I think it might be sneaking in from one of my other friends. Like, cause I get some weird homebrew stuff from another campaign or 2 campaigns that I'm in, and I think it's probably leaking in from one of those somehow. Like, I don't know what it is. I didn't create it. I don't know where it's from. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, it's fine. I just never used it. I just figured it's funny when you would kind of come across my character sheet and be like, "Oh, what's that?" You know, look, everybody, this is dark. This is Dark Flare.
Are you not cheating enough with this character?
All right, bye guys. Have a good night.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night,
Thank
y'all.
you. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Night.
Night.